in the ass in this thing. Hey, can you hear me? Anybody hear me? Can't tell if this fucking thing's working or not. Can you guys hear me? Hey, Chris. I can't see like a fucking microphone thing. Hey, will somebody type if they can hear me or not?
Hear me? Hear you about what?
No, I'm on it. Fucking piece of shit. You guys can't see me? How about now? This gives me one more problem. I'm going to YouTube. I could have not good enough signal here. You hear me?
I hear you. I see you looking
Oh, good.
good.
Oh, thank you.
I
Thing is
just
sucks compared to
say
the.
thanks a million.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. I wonder, that date on that money order was actually wrong too. That was the day before. I knew that. I asked her about it, and she said they were setting them up for the next day because I barely got into the post office.
That's fine though. But the manager at the office said the envelope that you used was you could literally see right through it. He said,
I didn't give a fuck. Try
"Yeah,
cash.
right.
Try cash in a money order.
Yeah, I know.
It's not written to you.
But
Plus, they're insured.
Well, Debbie, say thank you to Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. Tell the manager to blow me. So what? I wanted you to see through it so you knew who it came from.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hardly ever mail things. Probably should have put it in a paper thing, but that's why I put the name of the place on there.
Yeah. You get a lot of mail out there by chance, or you get much mail?
No, I try and do everything online.
Oh, okay. But you still do you have mail still back at your
No, fuck no. They
You don't
pissed
get
me off. The post office where I live, so I never check it. It's probably got like 10 pounds.
Probably mostly junk mail, right?
Yeah, I know what I have to pay, and I pay it.
Yeah. It was 80. It was 80 degrees today. It was nice here at 80 today. What's your temperature?
It's 55.
Wow. Okay. Bad.
Yeah.
I like that. That was a big gas station you went to. I've seen those before, man. That's massive.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, that's big.
I've heard of them before, but I never stopped at one. And that was just the car side. There's a whole nother semi side.
Sure, I believe it.
But you can go in there and like get nice stuff.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
They were 50 cents a gallon cheaper on diesel to anybody near them. So I don't know how anybody stays in business.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Michelle, she was here. I don't know what happened to her. She couldn't find me. Husband's probably got her in a chokehold. About once a week, her husband doesn't want her talking to me.
Really?
Yeah, so she'll disappear for a couple days, and then he does something more fucked up, and she comes on. On it goes.
It's no big deal.
She's not meeting up with you. So who cares?
Exactly.
That's what I say. Yeah, he doesn't have anything to worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a YouTube buddy.
Right. That's it. Yeah.
I mean, I've never met you in person. Well, I talked to you, but other than that, I've never personally met you.
Yeah, I'll get up there.
Yeah, I know you will one day.
Yeah. I'll probably be up here. I think I'll leave probably Thursday morning. This shit takes forever. I got to come up here again anyway to close.
Yeah.
So, I'm kind of like friends with the people I sold it to.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let them.
So you did sell the condo? You did sell?
Yeah, it was really sold before I left. As I did, I don't want to fuck with like bickering with people and shit.
Right.
So I just stuck a sign out near the road, and I get a bunch of jackoffs asking too many questions.
Did you take any of your appliances with you, or did you leave?
Fuck no. Well, no.
Oh, you.
No, I said, hey, look, you guys, they're a young couple starting out.
Yeah.
And they're trying to come up with fucking closing costs, which are a lot. So I said, hey, look, we'll get it appraised.
Yeah.
And I don't have a real estate, and I'll pay the closing cost.
Yeah.
So it's working out good for them. I'm going to actually let him get in here even before we close. Because, you're a young couple. They're young. He's a park ranger where I go over to Tawas.
Yeah.
And I don't know him, but he's seen me there a bunch of times. Not that means shit, but, I'm making it as easy for him as I can. Yep.
It's hard. Veterans Day is coming up.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, next week
And then I've got some other stuff too, and I'm just going to give it to them. He asked me if I wanted to sell my desk. I got a big desk, where I used to do those lives.
Right.
I will do another live before my last time here, looking out at the old lamppost.
Right.
But I said, "Why do you want it?" He said, "Man, I love it." It's like, yeah, you can have it.
So is the place empty now, or you have it?
Fuck no. Are you kidding?
You still got to get all your own stuff.
Yeah, I got to come up here again anyway, so I'm not like panicking. But the reason I came up here for a couple reasons. Hey, Rita, I don't really pay too much attention to this. Like, I got the water shut off. I'm always late on the electric bill. I don't really give a fuck. So I got everything like paid up before I got here, but I wasn't sure it was going to be on. So I wanted to make sure that the furnace was working. That's the last thing I needed to do. Is
you might want to get yourself a little storage unit down there to put some of your stuff.
No, the house is almost done. The garage is finished.
No, I mean when you bring your stuff back from Michigan, though, aren't you gonna?
No, the garage is done. 2,700 square feet.
No, I'm talking about all your stuff in Michigan, all your personal belongings.
That's what I'm talking. I'm in Michigan now.
Oh, you're there. Oh, I didn't even know you were in Michigan, right?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't
I'm
even
in Michigan
know.
now. Yep. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know. Oh, okay. So you're at the condo right now, then?
Yeah. Yep. I've been here
since. I didn't know you were.
I've been here since Sunday morning.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Hey, Inflo. So that's what I'll do. I'll just move it, and then I'll come up again. And now I was worried about coming up here again. Marty's going to come up here with me. I was worried about coming up here, closing, and not being able to fit everything in the truck.
Yeah.
And then I'm fucked because they're supposed to move in. I got this shit here. So with this big trailer full of shit, that's eliminated that worry.
Right.
I know I'll be able to fit what's left in a moving truck, or maybe this trailer.
Yeah.
No, we didn't get any. We didn't have anything happen here.
Oh, okay.
West Branch. Little rain, no lightning and thunder that I saw.
Does it feel good?
No puddles. What's that?
Does it feel good to be back home or no?
Nah, I mean, I hadn't been here that long, like 12 years.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of numb to like stuff like that. It's like he's coming next time. Marty is.
But Michigan's your home. It's your hometown. Home is.
Yeah, not from here though. Farther down near Detroit.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm not like that. I don't care where I live.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, this is a great place to live. It's nice. I like it. I mean, had I not met this guy, I'd probably have stayed here till I die. It's a good place to live.
Yeah.
But I got a shot at starting over, which I really like to do at this age.
Sometimes change is nice, too.
Yeah, so I got lucky and I took advantage of it. There he is, Loving Spoonful.
Hey, guys.
Hey,
What's
Mark.
going on?
How's it going?
Oh, it's going good. How about you? I know it's going
Pretty
for
good.
you, Tom. Watched your live there earlier today.
Yeah.
Wow. That was tough to watch.
Yeah, I had that.
Bud.
What's that?
You were hurting.
Yeah, fucking bullshit, man. I'm not, but this has been another great learning lesson because my book buying's over.
You must have good internet. You must have good internet to be able to do all that driving. You must have good internet, huh?
Usually. I mean, here I've got 4 bars of cell phone, no Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So it's working pretty good. It's 4G.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get back in shape. Get my new house. I'm not going to bookstores anymore. That'll cut down a lot of time. Yeah, I will. I will too. You won't see me in a bookstore till I read all the ones that I have.
Oh, you'll be doing that for a while.
Yeah, I know. It's just fucking crazy, man. It's just like nuts, man. Musicians do it with guitars and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just not doing it. I quit collecting things about 6 years ago. Now it's books. It's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
So many books that's coming out of her ears. She has so many thousands of books.
Yeah, you always think, you want to get it. There's a good deal on it. If there's a good deal on a book, you're going to read it later. You might not find it again. The whole reason you end up with a gazillion anything.
We got thrift shops everywhere here in Branson with books everywhere.
Yeah. That one lady that comes on here, Rebecca, Her neighbor got struck by lightning as a young firefighter about 23 years ago.
Oh wow.
Need to
And
see
he's like, I think he's like around 50 now. He's still in a diaper.
Mark.
Wow, that's
Tom,
tough.
you need to watch Barbie, Tom.
What is that, Barbie?
The new movie, Barbie.
Tom, it's nothing you're concerned with, believe me.
Oh, okay.
It's a good movie though. It was kind of strange, but it's good though.
How's it doing in the box office?
It did actually fit really good in the box office.
It did really well, but it's just
It did really
crap.
well.
Yeah, I drive by. I go to Athens a lot. I go to Augusta a lot, and I drive by these big 22 screen movie theaters, and I read the titles.
Yeah.
And it's like all bullshit, man. I never see anything that interests me. And sometimes I won't really know what it's about. And I'll pull over and like, look, maybe I'll see a movie here. See, here's somebody on the bottom. Oh, here it is. I couldn't see that low.
You'd like Mission Impossible then, the new one.
No,
I couldn't see that low, Michelle. Were you on there a while?
No, not that long.
Okay. Yeah, it's like you got to scroll up. This is, I'm on my phone.
Yeah.
And it was hidden behind like, the mute, invite, all that.
Oh.
What's going on?
Nothing, just living the dream.
Hey, now, without going into great detail, I text back and forth with people, keep in touch with people on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And they ask me about me getting on probation with you and your husband.
What?
You know how your husband doesn't want you talking to me every week or two?
Yeah.
What gets me on that probation and what gets me off? They ask me, and I don't mind telling them. I mean, there's nothing to worry about.
I don't know that. I tell them the same thing.
Imagine that, Mark. I still got it, bro.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do. I do.
No,
I do too. I still got it too.
Hey, maybe I'll send it. Do you want me to send you a picture of my underwear? Show it to him.
Oh no, please.
He'll say, "Talk to Tom whenever you want." Yeah, crazy. Mark, how come you haven't been doing more lives?
I have been. They just don't. They take them off right. They ban them right away on me. I was on Saturday night and I was on Sunday night for a few hours.
Huh. But I wonder why I don't see him.
Because of the copyright infringement.
No, but I mean, see him as they're occurring.
Oh, I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna start. I did this before. I'm gonna start. I'll send you a text next time because the notifications. You know how they are, Tom. They suck.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna start a trivia show.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, there you go, Chris.
Yeah, Man's having something, I think, Saturday. Have some kind of discussion on a thing. I'll go over there. I mean, honestly, if other people had chats, I'd do them there. I'd just soon do them at somebody else's. I don't give a shit about them.
That crazy girl, that crazy Debbie in Flint, Michigan, she's still out there. Oh,
I don't know if it was her today or an imposter made a comment on one of my videos.
It was probably her.
That's her only life.
God, it's her whole life. Tom.
Is it still like that?
Yeah, she's still like that. She talks about you still.
Wow.
What a weirdo.
Yeah, that is.
Tom? Where did Tom disappear? Where did Tom go?
Get on with it.
Well, I think you see tons of hate videos of Tom anyways. People,
Yeah.
I don't even know who
It's
they
nothing
are.
like it used to be.
Oh, really? It was worse.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I don't watch them.
No, you can't. You can't let that stuff get to you. It's just all stupid.
Are you gonna try
to
see some people since you're in Michigan?
Yeah, I already have. Yep.
Have you heard from Margarita?
No, I won't hear from her, but I guess Maddie talked to her a couple of weeks ago and she looked like she was in better health and doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for her.
Yeah.
And it's just interesting that adults that would like not like me, why are they constantly coming on and stuff? It's like high school. I mean, if I'm not wanted someplace, I don't go there.
Right, exactly.
Weird.
And they
Hey,
keep
Chris, what's that?
they keep rehashing the same stuff over and over again,
I don't
and it
understand
doesn't
why
make
she
any
has to
sense.
compete with you. What did you ever do to her to have such
Nothing.
God? Something's wrong with her. Then she has some mental illness going on or something.
Yeah,
Swear to
she's
God.
nuts. Nuts.
Yeah,
Who are you talking about?
that crazy girl in Flint, Debbie.
Where it originally started out was like, they get a hold of me and they want me to interview them. And there's some of them that I just, I just never get around to doing it because it really doesn't interest me. And then she got mad, and then it went on to me killing girls and took off from there. Not really, it didn't. No, she's always had a nothing channel. Yeah.
They still talk about you on some channels too. I saw your name on Caucasian Sasquatch as a topic the other day.
About what?
What was being
I don't
said?
know. I didn't tune into it. I should have just to see what they were talking about. But it's there. I can check into it if you want.
Yeah. I'm sure it wasn't anything good.
Well, it might have been. You never know.
Yeah.
He's not a bad guy, the Caucasian Sasquatch,
He
unless,
may,
of
he
course,
may be a friend of Yeah Man's. I've heard that name before.
Who's the chosen one? Girls on there. Who's that in that case?
That's that fucking kook in Detroit, Nitty.
Oh, okay.
Frank Nitty, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got my Bigfoot costume down there.
Oh,
They
don't
believing in
forget
that bullshit up there, Mark?
You're going to be needing that Bigfoot costume
For what?
for Bigfooting around Georgia.
Yeah, I could do it.
I haven't heard of any sightings down that way in a long time.
No, they believe in that bullshit up there in Canada?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is like they're really promoting this place as like a place. The Animal Planet is here for 2 weeks.
What,
Actually, I know the guy. I know the guy that's the Bigfoot guy here, Phil Shaw. I would run into him at the airport all the time. He's a nice guy. Actually, they invited me, asked me if I'd come down to the annual. They have people from Russia come here and everything. If I'd come down in the Bigfoot suit and like hand out shit, I did it. Yeah, I did it.
For sure. I would do
Yeah,
it.
it's fun. Yeah. Yep.
I'll see you later, Tom. Thanks again.
All right, you're welcome, man. No problem. Don't pay me back either. Oh, here's May Watkins. I'm glad to have May back. Yeah, Laura V. Yeah, you're right about that. May's got a great memory. I don't know what she's doing now. Hope she killed herself. What a bitch.
What happened with her? Who's that?
Oh, just fucking with me constantly. If you go on there, those petitions and all this made up bullshit, she was behind those.
Really?
Yeah.
May Watkins?
Yeah, do you know May?
No, I don't know her. I never heard that name.
Is May the one that's from Rochester?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You ever listen to the song One Night in Bangkok?
One Night in Bangkok. That rings a bell.
Makes a hard man humble.
Right, okay.
Okay, that's May. You follow me?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, all right. I mean, we're glad to have her. Yeah. She does a somersault, it's him. She was around for a long time, one of the originals.
Right, eh? How far back does that go?
Beginning. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, you'd like May. Is a good person to have on a chat. See, yeah.
Well, I was lucky enough to come aboard right when you were starting the interviews with Maddie and Gerald and the other girls down in Detroit. And it was interesting to watch. I thought that it was going to keep going for a bit, especially your interviews with Becky. But everything sort of just fizzled off, and you moved on to other things.
Yeah, well, it fizzled off because, these goddamn stalkers, it got dangerous for me down there.
Yeah.
But that's not the only reason. Then COVID really sent it south.
Yeah,
And then,
yeah.
you got crazy fucking cops down there. And the thing that I worried about down there is there's an ordinance. It's a crime to knowingly associate with prostitutes. Well, I
Oh,
know that
really?
they were getting calls from like store owners and shit. They don't want those girls walking up and down Michigan Avenue.
Right, yeah, no.
So, I'm you could argue that I made them look bad. And one time a cop asked me, he was starting fucking with me, and then he realized I had the YouTube thing. And he said that, there are officers out there, that aren't doing shit. And if they get their ass chewed, I mean, there's no defense to knowingly associating with a prostitute. I mean, all you got to do is pull up my channel. But I
Yeah.
looked bad in front of businesses that people didn't want to go to because there were hookers going up and down. So I was worried about them charging me, impounding my van. Daisy gets taken to the pound. I got to
Yeah,
get back to West Branch. Yeah, it was just, then I had those guys run into me that night. And then,
Yeah.
just run of the mill fucking constant threats in the mail and email and stuff. It it just got too dangerous. It
And
just
times
wasn't
like
fun
that.
anymore. And honestly,
Like
a
that.
lot of that, they built that new bridge down there with Canada. That whole Maddie and Gerald place died. And Michigan Avenue really got slow for a while. And then they were like, it just got to where a lot of them were getting killed, run over, and fucking overdose. And it just got to where what was fun and interesting, and you hope a bunch of people were going to maybe, I didn't know anything at the time, get better, or, it was fun bringing them food and clothes and all this shit. It's like, this is really great. Well, as time went on, it really wasn't so great.
No, it
And
was a chore, wasn't it?
yeah, chore. And it was like I was getting threatened and the girls were dying. It's like the fun went out of it.
Yeah.
So like you're just like in a pursuit for happiness on right
Yeah.
now. Like
Yeah.
you're
Speaking of that, I'm glad you
trying.
brought that up because, I go through these fucking depression things, but, it's nothing like my worst days, right? But today, I'm going through my books, and believe it or not, I got this weird fucking, I don't know. It's no gift or anything, but I remember where I bought books. I mean, I have thousands of books, and I look at the title of these books. I remember where I bought those motherfuckers, like right
Wow.
around the date. So you get older, either you get more jaded or you get better. Pursuit of happiness is exactly right. Decide to leave my wife, get out of Florida. I had a non-compete in Michigan, really just like going to Georgia. I had nowhere to go. No family, what the fuck now? Honestly, I've went to Atlas's. So I decided to leave my wife and I go up to Chicago, and I just took a one-way ticket, suitcase, got a hotel, and then I got an apartment, and then I bought a condo. But, I'm down in the basement today and I'm looking at all these books and I'm remembering where I bought them. Borders is out of business. Virgin Atlantic bookstores out of business. The Barnes and Noble they built brand new when I moved there is torn down. And I'm looking at all these books and I remember getting there. It was the May of '98 thinking, wow, I was young and stupid enough to think that my life, this is really going to be it. I'm in a downtown city. I'm starting over. Lucky me. And it was great. But it wasn't as great as I thought it'd be. And these books remind me that as I'm packing them away in boxes. Here I am, 25 years later, doing the same fucking thing, only heading south again, which I wouldn't have bet I would have done for $1 million. Starting all over again. But I think it's a distraction from constant depression. And always looking for it's going to be better here. And it is for quite a while. I usually get about 10 or 12 years out of it. But by that time, if I can last that long in Georgia, I'll be 79. So I might be dead by then. It's not, it's kind of a splitting hairs. It's like, if you look at my history, I always think to myself, how you feel about things. And then now let's look at the facts. Well, looking at it, it's a good idea. Glad I'm in Georgia. The facts are eventually everywhere I go, I get tired of it, depressed. And now I'm at the point where it's neck and neck between that happening again or running out of time and dying there, which I'm fine with. I mean, I don't want to live forever. I'm down there fucking around with trees, thinking about buying a lumber company and just knew everything. I'm less naive than I used to be. So, it's, I'd love to just like pull the wool over my own eyes, but, you get smarter as you get older. It's the likelihood of what I thought I wanted all these years is pretty damn low. But the good news is I'm not really searching for that like I used to. I know in Georgia now, at this age, I'm the same old guy I was everywhere else. Where when I moved to Chicago, I thought, wow, this is really going to be like, starting over, started a new detective agency from scratch, new friends. So you just never know. Yeah, but pursuit of happiness, that's what it is. But it's all between the ears. I mean, there are people that are, moving the chess figures around on a board with their tongue because they're quadriplegics that, are maybe happier than I'll ever be. It's all between the ears, which I was thinking about that today. You get there through lots of ways. I mean, if this was just a state of mind and it was natural, why are we all smoking and drinking and fucking? Not fucking, that's a bad example, but smoking and drinking. Why wouldn't you want to be sober more?
Well,
That's an individual thing. I mean, people like to kick back and forget about everything and catch a buzz.
I think
Human
what it
nature.
is, no, I like where you're going with this, Tom. I really do. And I hope nobody takes me the wrong way, but um I always felt the same way, like as far as, drugs and
Hey, Stephanie.
alcohol go.
Yeah.
And I always wondered, I'm like, people say they're so happy, but then they're like drinking by like,
Yeah.
2, 3 o'clock. It's like
Yeah.
if you're happy, why do you need all this stuff to like be happy? And I don't know, I think people just like doing it. I think it's just like
But I
enjoyable
You
mean,
said
fun.
they're not,
something.
this is enhancing their lives in ways. Like I was over at Ted's. I stayed there Saturday night. I wouldn't say we got into an argument, but we did get into a heated discussion about, he's a high-end wine connoisseur. And he's a physician and a health nut. I mean, that fucker crawling his hands and knees 100 miles to get some fat-free fucking salad dressing. Now, I don't criticize him about being wine drinking. And when we get together, we probably drink a little too much. But I get the idea in his philosophy in life. To me, you're not going to bullshit, man. If it comes, in my opinion, and when it comes to the point of arguing or keep my mouth shut, I'm going to argue, especially after I've been drinking. And basically what the discussion was about was, I set him up. That's how you do jokes and every other thing. And it's like, why are we drinking this wine? We're like half in the bag by then. He said he really likes the grapes and all this fucking bullshit and the soil and where they come from, the difference between good wine and bad wine. It's like, well, what about the alcohol? And he's like, well, that doesn't have much to do with it. It's like, okay, now I'm half in the bag. It's like, you're fucking crazy, man. Hell, it doesn't. Why aren't we drinking alcohol? There, we can get shit that tastes good, but there's no alcohol in it. I mean, my goal isn't to get drunk drinking wine with friends, although it happens more than that. But it's no coincidence. Same reason Michelle smokes, Mark smokes, these other people are on whatever they're on. I mean, let's get real, man. I mean, I'm drinking a dragon's milk now. What was I supposed to drink? A fucking O'Doul's? No,
You
doesn't do
said
shit.
something you said something interesting, Tom, a couple of days ago. How you feel that marijuana is going to be the downslide of our society.
Yeah, it already is, I think.
I think you're wrong. I mean, you can't blame people not wanting to go to work on pot.
No, I can't. But so you're thinking it's okay that thousands of people don't want to work anymore?
No, I don't think that's okay. But I don't blame it on. I think it's a coincidence that it's
Oh, how about
happening.
this then? How about this? If we took 25,000 marijuana smokers, people, and 25,000 people that didn't, who do you think's the more successful, energetic, and willing to work?
Well, it's a
Yeah.
mix.
No, it
Because
isn't.
I know a
No.
lot of
No,
professionals
it isn't.
that are pot smokers.
Yeah, but if you took 25,000 of each, one smoked and one didn't, who'd
Yeah,
be over?
you're gonna do that with the drinking game too, and
I
you get
agree.
the
Yeah.
same
No,
result.
drinking too. But this marijuana thing, like, has been marketed as the way to go, where everybody's telling you not to drink and drive, be careful, don't let it get control of you, call this number. Where the marijuana is like being sold to everybody as one big happy fucking party. And if it's so great, at least in this country, why is it illegal in the federal government's eyes?
Right.
But that's gonna change soon, is it not?
Not in the federal level.
I think it will. I
You
mean,
might be
isn't
right
it?
because, I remember in my town when I was a kid, the FBI chasing a guy down and tackling him in the local pharmacy, which had a soda fountain in it,
Yeah.
2 ounces of marijuana. So nobody thought it'd be legal there either. But are you claiming that marijuana motivates you and makes you want to go out and go that extra mile?
Well, no, I wouldn't say that, but I'm not blaming the downslide of society and people not wanting to go to work on it. I think it's just surely a coincidence.
I don't think it's everything,
I
but I
think
think it's a factor. You got kids, teens smoking this shit. Uh, it
I
like
think I think what it is now that people think it's now that it's legal, right? And I can't say think.
yeah,
Now that it's legal, they don't really know how to regulate it that well. And I think
it's
it's
true.
just causing a lot of issues in that area. Plus you figure if kids are like, "Oh, it's legal," like smoking cigarettes,
No,
drinking
right?
alcohol,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But the thing is
They die.
like it, let's say whatever you like to do, right? Like after
Hmm.
work, after you get home from work, what if it's a couple beers, if it's freaking, whatever. But like, um, they just have to, because
Hey,
like,
Michelle,
what?
hold that thought. Hold that thought. But look, Rebecca says she's right. It already is. They can't work on marijuana. They can't drive if they smoke too much, and they shouldn't run machinery. And plenty of people, places have no tolerance. Now go ahead, Michelle.
Oh, for sure.
And why is that? If it's just this big goddamn lose
It's the
your
same,
inhibitions and
but it's the same as alcohol. Like you can't. There's a lot of jobs that you can't go into work, drinking. Same thing. It's gotta be regulated just like alcohol, like, yes, it's okay, but, like, it's
but do
not
you think
okay.
alcohol would make you as lazy as marijuana seems to?
Oh,
I think
geez.
so. I think
Alcohol, I think it's
walking
I'm
around hungover and the residuals the next day, it leaves. I think it makes you worse the next day.
well, here's the deal. So, alcohol has been mainstream for so long that you learn by your peers how to still be successful. Well, I know a lot of successful people who drank when they got out of work or whatever else, and they were
Yeah.
still there. So you learn from your peers on how to still be successful with it. Now, marijuana, that's not really all that popular in the mainstream society. So to be successful on it, like you don't really see a lot of your peers who do it very frequently, and
Yeah.
it's also
Supposedly there's a fair number of people that are active, successful, full-time
I
employed heroin
I'm
users.
oh, really?
Yeah, but
Wow.
nobody's willing to talk about it in that position. But the more people I've crossed paths with through this interview thing over the years and talked to and read, yeah, I get the impression that there are people that are active full-time heroin users with great
Hmm,
careers.
interesting. I mean, I've
Yeah.
never met anybody, but I mean, I can't say that it's probably not out there.
Mark, do you
I
believe
got.
when you were running your construction company,
Hmm?
would you have drug tested, had somebody positive on marijuana and got rid of them?
No, no.
Okay. Well, it's interesting you say that because Amazon quit drug testing. You know why? They won't have any employees if they do.
That's right. None of my guys smoke pot on the job, or it's a given that you don't drink or you don't do drugs when you're using machinery and on ladders and scaffolds and
Oh, but
such.
somebody's always going to do that. And you know that by
Yeah.
working
Oh
in
yeah.
construction.
There's
And
guys that
I
have
know
popped
that
out.
as well.
I mean, the coffee truck comes around on Fridays and he's full of beer instead of sandwiches.
My dad drank a fifth a day for 45 years, never missed a day of work.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. Just like a functioning heroin user, I guess would be the same. But I always thought heroin had always let you down and had a nasty ending to it. I haven't ever heard of anybody being a lifelong heroin user. You always hear heroin users dying by a certain age if they
How
don't
about
give
the
it up.
Rolling Stones?
Yeah, well, they gave it up. They all gave it up.
Yeah, you might be right on that.
It was mostly Charlie Watts and Keith Richards, but
Right.
they gave it up at an early before it was too late for them.
So I know you smoke. If you, for whatever reason, couldn't smoke starting tomorrow, what would you be missing out on?
Nothing. I deal with it. What would I be missing out on?
Yeah.
Like, what would it physically do for me,
No,
or not do for
what
me?
would be different?
I would probably. It would be more of a battle for me to get through the day because of my arthritis.
Oh, cool. So yours is a medicinal argument.
Yeah, that's my take. That's my angle on it.
But you smoked it before you ever had any pain, didn't you?
I've been smoking it all my life.
So
I
what were you
just
smoking it for then?
for recreational.
Okay. Now, is the recreational totally out the window?
No, I mean I before a rehearsal I smoke religiously. I'll smoke a couple before a rehearsal,
And what does that
and
do for you?
it I find it enhances the music for me, and it enhances my creativity. I can be more improvise better. There's a lot of benefits from it.
I could quit drinking, no problem, any day. I could take it or leave it, honestly.
Now,
I'm
Yeah.
really at about the 50-yard line.
I want to ask a question for Mark. So, have you ever been on like any like antidepressants or anything like ever in your life?
No.
No? Okay, because I have a question for somebody. If somebody's out there, this is a question I just want to know if you smoke marijuana and you're on and you did antidepressants before, and like which one like may have helped you, like the better, like the marijuana or like the antidepressant? That's what I'm
That's a
wondering.
good question.
That's the
I think the
question for
marijuana.
somebody. Do you think the
I would
marijuana?
hope
Yeah,
so.
because most people I know, most people are trying to get off antidepressants because the side effects. That's different than what you're getting from marijuana. It's like me. Would I rather be on antidepressants or drink a dragon's milk? Dragon's milk, hands down.
That's a
But
Yeah,
good.
definitely.
it's
That's a good.
apples and oranges. I wouldn't put dragon's milk in the same category as an antidepressant.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, with people who have struggled with depression, which was most of like the population, is a good percent, very good percentage of the population. At some point in their life, somebody's gonna struggle with depression. Everybody, for
Not
whatever
everybody.
reason. I'm pretty sure everybody's had a point in their life where they were
I'll bet you
depressed.
they haven't. I know people
Mm,
that they wouldn't know depression if you hit them in the head with it.
I
I would like
kind
to
of
meet
didn't
those
have
people.
any bad periods. I've
Well,
been
I mean,
always kind of happy go lucky all my life.
but you've been smoking pot, you said, like a lot, and
Yeah, oh yeah.
drugs and stuff.
May,
Well, I want
yeah, and maybe you would have been had you not smoked it.
right.
Maybe,
That's what
maybe.
well, this is where I'm trying to this is kind of where I'm trying to like get at with
I,
somebody who maybe went the route of antidepressants and maybe stopped it and then went to like marijuana and like how did
Yeah,
that work
that's a
or
good question.
which one worked better? So I want, hey, if anybody's out there
Yeah, please come on,
who
let us know.
if this fits you, I want to talk to you.
Why, you sound like you're thinking of smoking marijuana.
No, I mean, I'm really curious on like I just
You
want to
know
talk to
this,
somebody who's done both, who's gone both routes in
Michelle,
life.
sex is great after smoking pot.
Yeah, but at Michelle's age, it's
Just
great
saying.
not smoking it too.
Yeah,
It's like a
but it's also great after having a couple of puffs. Believe me.
I noticed I watched some porn on some gummies, and it was really good.
There you go.
Yeah, no, I believe it enhances things. I'd like to take some gummies to like the Louvre.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm going to be doing better than that here in a couple weeks.
So
What are you saying?
Mushrooms.
Oh, okay.
40 years this guy's been fucking with hybrids.
Right. So what are
Yep.
you going to be getting some from him?
Yeah, am I ever.
Cool.
Be
I'm
flying
growing
high.
some. I'm growing some as we speak.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, I got a new system. I'm trying out this called the magic bag system, and everything's contained in a bag, and you get a syringe. You inject the syringe into the bag, and then you leave it, and everything just takes care of itself all in this bag. You open up the bag one day, and it's full of mushrooms.
Oh, cool. How
Yeah.
long?
Oh, the whole process takes about 4 to 5 weeks.
Oh, wow. I'm going to give
From
it a whirl.
injecting.
They say it's allowing people to shelve their PTSD.
They say a lot of things about psilocybin.
Yeah.
They say that. They say it helps people with deep depression. It's helping people with schizophrenia.
Wow, Michelle,
hmm.
you need to scrap the marijuana and get you some mushrooms.
Yeah, we're on
Hey, if
mushrooms
anybody
now.
wants to, give me some happy medicine here, I'll try. Oh,
You know,
yeah.
they consider that a class 1 drug, though.
Oh, is it? Is it?
Fuck yeah, man. I mean, chances are most cops aren't going to
Worry
know what
about
you
it.
have. No, it's fucking, you know, but it's just like, there's people that are getting nailed all the time, getting caught mailing marijuana and busted in fucking, that one guy I interviewed when I was out in Holbrook, Arizona. He got fucking nailed for drunk driving, and it happened with marijuana too. So he hit a goddamn elk in a national park. Before you
Oh,
know it, they're out there, and you're not steady on your feet. It had nothing to do with the accident.
I just I
And
I just kind of want to talk to I would really, if anybody's on the panel has tried like
I
the
believe that, Dolly.
like
Go ahead.
antidepressants and like then started like doing marijuana or whatever and like what worked for them to talk about that because I I mean ever since I was younger they always said like marijuana's bad, right? Marijuana's bad, stay away from marijuana. Obviously, you need to stay away from like the hard, I mean, all of
yeah,
those.
they said that back then, but there's a whole new school of thought about it now.
Hmm.
I mean, up here it's legal. They
Do you think?
legalized it about 6, 7 years ago, and there hasn't been any major problems. The only problem they had with after legalizing it was getting it in, into the hands of the public.
I'm wondering.
And
I'm wondering if maybe like the drug cartels and stuff like people are like fighting over like selling it in places.
No, I
If
don't
that
think with marijuana.
you don't think
no,
so? I
No.
don't know.
Canada's growing all the good shit for Michigan. You guys
yeah, they
got
grow it
that
all
stuff
out
down.
Well, because
in
the weird thing
BC.
is, so we have these like dispensaries here and whatnot, but like I never see anybody go into them hardly
We have
ever.
3 of them here. This
Like
little dinky town.
like maybe like one person like every so often. Like it's not really like a big business, So I don't know.
I've read articles that the old school like smokers like Mark. I bet
Mhm.
you money Mark's not getting his marijuana at a dispensary.
I do now.
Oh, congratulations.
But you're right
Why?
because I've moved. I don't know anybody out this
Oh, the
way.
good answer.
Well,
But
and
how
it's
about if you hadn't have moved?
And I'd still be getting it from my man.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I think that's where a lot of it is still sold, don't you?
Yeah, a
These
lot of it is.
dispensaries have made marijuana. They're smart. They market it. They want to get everybody. They want to get the guy that's going to smoke it and buy it on the black market. They want to get the professional that doesn't want to get caught buying it or in that area, so he can go to his local store and get it legally now and not get arrested.
well, think about it.
But it
No,
didn't quite
like
work
this
out
now.
that way.
Think about it like this. I can see where the problem can arise here. So you have people growing marijuana, right? Which is legal, and then growing it with the intent to sell, right?
Yeah.
So if you're doing that on your own and you're not paying taxes, you're not it's not on the books and all of this and that, then I could see where the problems would arise with violence and other people getting pissed off and just problems happening in general. It would be like if I were to grow, I don't know, I smoke cigarettes. Let's say I were to grow tobacco in my backyard or whatever and then make my own cigarettes and like sell them. Like I could see where, because if you have a business, like you have to have a business that you pay taxes to the government, they have to monitor you, like this and that. And sometimes it's for your own protection. It's not necessarily just because they want your money or whatever,
I
but
don't think that's the case though with marijuana.
but I
I
mean,
think I mean that marijuana dispensaries made it more available and legal, but it also made it a hell of a lot more expensive.
Well,
Their
the amount of
paperwork,
up here, there's so many dispensaries that the amount of the dispensaries are driving the prices down because there's price wars, and you can get ounces now for $40, which is unheard of on the
well,
street.
it would be like
oh
me.
really?
It would be
Yeah,
like, it would be like me going to the Indian reservation here, buying like 10 cartons of the Indian reservation cigarettes, bringing them back here and selling them for like $1 or two more a pack, and people would buy it because it's still cheaper than like it would literally cost like $2.50 per pack at the reservation, and then I could probably sell them here for like $5 because a pack of cigarettes here they're like
people
15.
do that. They pull up, they open their trunk, and say, "You want to buy smokes or running shoes?"
But right, like kind of like bootleg or. But I mean, that's kind of where the situation, even if I were to roll them here myself and everything else and sell them, like just to make a
And people,
profit but I can see where problems can arise when it's not legitimized and on the books and everything, where you could run into issues.
Well, and two, if you look at society, I don't know about Canada, but probably you look at the United States, what a shitty job they did of regulating alcohol.
why?
Well, it was Mothers Against Drunk Drivers that got these laws on the books and got it enforced. It wasn't law enforcement. I mean, if it would have been left up to law enforcement in the judicial system, it'd probably be the same now as it was back then. Just fucking car crashes all the time, people getting killed. They're the ones that did the walks and brought to public awareness their kids getting killed by drunk drivers, and it
Right, yeah.
changed it a lot.
Well, I think
Hey, John Boy.
Huge.
I like where you're going with this because, like, my father would always say, like people would drive intoxicated all the time back in the day. It wasn't a big deal. And I'm like,
Right.
how could it have not been a big deal? Because, like, when somebody's intoxicated
Not a
and
functioning alcoholic.
behind, I'm saying, like, when you're intoxicated, I don't know what that entails for each person, but when you are, like,
Legally?
no, like,
Le-
when a person is intoxicated and can't function properly
yeah,
because
but
they're,
that's like the worst extreme
but
example.
But just like
You're talking about the guy getting on the expressway the wrong way.
no, I'm talking about being intoxicated.
Yeah, my dad was intoxicated 45 fucking years. Never missed a day of work and got an accident or a ticket.
Well, then he's special because
No, he's not. I think there's lots of them around. I think it gets to a point, functioning drug addicts and alcoholics. I'm not saying it's a good idea, and they're gonna, if they get pulled over and they test them, they're fucked. But it's pretty goddamn impressive driving 30 miles to work every day, one way, and not getting in any trouble and doing your job and not getting fired or suspended or anything.
and being under the influence.
Yeah, big time, huge. I mean, look at all the pilots they were busting for drinking here not that long ago. Gate agents started turning them in and stuff. This guy's blowing a like fucking 2.3. You're wondering how he even got to the fucking airport. Now, this
That's
sounds
scary.
crazy, but I really think flying around a plane is 1,000 times easier than driving a car on a busy highway. First of all, you got a co-pilot, you got all this great shit. You got controllers watching you. You're not running into anybody. It's one at a time on the runway. I mean, it sounds bizarre, but actually, I think it's much safer.
Oh, it is. Oh, well, now correct me if I'm wrong, but like once you're up in the air, isn't it all autopilot anyways?
Yeah, it
Like you're
usually
really
is because it just
not.
doesn't make sense to just hold that shit. You can do other shit. You
Right.
can look at the flight attendant's ass. You can check your text, but you don't need to. It's
Have a
boring.
cocktail.
Yeah, it reduces the workload.
Okay.
That's another thing. That's everything's. It's so different now. I mean, I tell people sometimes, like when I grew up in Detroit, the big three. Now it's like it's nothing anymore. I mean, the stuff that I've witnessed in my life, it seems like I would have had to live 200 years. I've seen good middle income class areas disappear, the big threes, the small two, the internet come out, marijuana for fucking sale everywhere. It's crazy.
Yeah, we've changed a lot over the last 20 years, 25 years since the onslaught of the internet. Society's changed a lot
I
too.
like the internet though. I don't care what they say about it.
Huh?
Bye, Rita. I like having access to all this information.
Sure.
I like
How
being
can you
able to.
not?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
Do
I
you think
like it.
do you think with the internet and everything, do you think that people are more prone to wanting instant gratification
Fuck yeah,
instead of like, do you think that could be a problem?
probably, but probably.
Yeah. In a way, I see the
What the
plus and
fuck's wrong
negatives.
with instant? Who the fuck doesn't want it?
Well, what I'm saying is when I didn't have internet for like about a week or so,
Yeah,
like
you go fucking crazy.
right. Well, right, because I'm so used to that, like, oh, I can just look it up really quick or oh, I can just do
Yeah,
this really quick. But the fact of the matter is, do you think that maybe some of that is contributing to like people being like lazier, like not wanting to like to
I think
go
it is with spell check and shit.
yeah, with certain
I
things?
mean, I don't give a fuck if I know how to spell something anymore.
Right. Right. No, you don't
Same with
have to
phone
know.
numbers, man. If my fucking phone gets lost, I'll never call you again. I mean, yeah, but everything, there's but overall, I'm really happy with the internet, especially with porn. Right now, I don't have to go to some movie theater that went out of business showing legitimate movies 40 years ago and have two fucking gays sitting on each side of me while I'm watching a straight movie in a bad neighborhood.
Yeah.
So if it was for nothing else, just porn, it's been great.
Sitting in a sticky seat.
Yeah. Look at like Pee Wee
Daddy.
Herman shit.
Oh,
Yeah. But when you're addicted to something, that shit is nothing to you.
yeah, true.
Like you go in there, like if you weren't into that, it's like, oh, this is filthy, these gay fuckers around, dirty, car, hope our windows don't get smashed in. When you're really into shit, that's nothing, man. You know what the score is before you leave the house. But when you're not into that, you're there and you're freaked out the whole time you're there. It's like, oh, this is like bad. This is crazy. I don't like this. Why do you do this?
Right. It's kind of like me
To each his own.
It's kind of like me smoking cigarettes. Like,
No, it's a bitch, man. Quitting
Like-
cigarettes is like hard.
yeah,
I mean, like
I get
past
it.
hard.
I get it. Like, I get
But I
the
mean,
whole-
it does something, and it's got you physically and mentally.
Yeah.
And the weird thing about smoking is you can quit it for 20 years, go to a wedding reception, having fun, drinking, light one up, you be right back where you were when you quit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You always crave it after. After you start smoking, you always crave a cigarette.
It's weird. But it's not. It's addiction. It's your brain talking to you.
Yeah.
That's why, I've talked about it
Pushing
before,
you
and,
around.
like not so great ways. I mean, not everybody that's down in Detroit that I interviewed is interested in getting better.
Well, I
I
think
mean, what's getting better? Getting off drugs, working at Taco Bell, living in a suburb and being bored out of your fucking mind, but not on drugs. That's the problem. Like Becky, she's upfront about it.
She needs a high action lifestyle. She needs to go, go, go. And drugs bring that instant to
does
you.
does Becky have kids or
Yeah.
does she? Oh,
Yeah.
she does have kids. But see, that's the only thing that like I think would weigh on a person is if they have kids,
No,
and
not when they're a drug addict.
Yeah,
And the good
that's true.
ones, the smart ones, like Becky, they realize their kids are better off without them.
Oh yeah, I mean,
They are.
oh I know.
Everybody does shit. I mean, I never did it with kids, but I can understand how people do. You're young, you don't know shit. You get on pills, they cut you off those. Your marriage heads south, you lose your job, you're on heroin, you start being a streetwalker. And it's like, that's the end of it. Nothing will ever be as exciting, even in a fucked up place with no heat, no water, no showers, nothing. Shitty life, poor nutrition,
Oh, I know.
sexually transmitted disease, hepatitis, God knows what else. That drug calls your ass.
Oh, I
And it
know.
trumps everything, your family, your children, your spouse, your career. And you just feel bad for people but really, in all fairness, that's a non-addict talking. It's not a fair comparison. I don't really know what that feels like,
Well,
but I know enough of the people that can't quit, and like this Matthew Perry and all these fuckers, Lane Staley, that aren't around anymore, that Kurt Cobain that had it fucking made.
Well, like you just said, like with your porn addiction, like you didn't give a shit. You just wanted that feeling that you got from watching porn. You didn't care if it was like in a dirty place or
No,
who was
fuck
there.
no,
You
man.
didn't
Hell
care.
no problem.
You didn't care.
But because the internet's not like that anymore.
Right.
And you can
How long
fast forward at home.
How long have you been watching porn for, Tom? How many
Only
years?
time in my life I ever used fake ID, since I was 17. So 50 years.
Wow.
Yeah, you
You
want to know
seem
any
to
sex
go-
positions or anything? You want to know any new positions?
I'll know who to call.
Yeah, you sure will. Thank you.
Tom, I need something new for tonight.
Yeah, no, I can come up with it. Hey, Stacy, I can remember this, like, you hear these stories of people like getting addicted to shit.
Mm-hmm.
And even when I was young, I walked 3 miles in a blizzard because I'd heard an old Playboy was out in the farmer's field when I was a kid.
Well, that's
I
like
wanted to see this shit like majorly. And I got fake ID. I went to the Mel Theater in Melvindale, Michigan. And I walked in. There was 3 guys there in this big giant screen like the old days. And I saw Tina Russell blowing this guy on this like thing. And I knew right then, man, something majorly happened to my brain. Seriously. It was
Wow.
like, yeah.
Had
It was like
out-of-body experience.
yeah, it was kind of like that.
I read a book about porn addiction and what it actually does to it does something
Yeah,
to
it did
your
it to
brain.
mine, man. Right here, you're looking at
not
one.
even it's not even like we're talking about like someone just being a certain way or whatever. Like it's actually like I don't know.
No,
Screw.
fuck my goddamn brain up. But I'm still not at the point where I'm really complaining about it. I can't really in good faith tell you it's really cost me anything. Like the people out there that don't understand it or don't know me and say, well, yeah, you're an old man being alone. Yeah, it's good. I like that part. You never had kids. You're not in a happy marriage. Yeah, I could give a shit. Not tight with your family. It doesn't bother me a bit. So when you look at a guy like me and you know what I'm like, porn is tailor made for my mind. I don't want to be fucking around with bullshit, whether it's negotiating to buy something, whether it's owning a detective agency and doing a good job. I get right to the bottom line, no fucking around, and dating doesn't offer that for me. I don't want to piss around for 2 months playing kissy face in front of a fucking fireplace, finding out she gives bad head. And that's what porn's done to me. They say porn's not real. Yeah, it's not. And that's a problem too, but it's not that big of a problem. You know, if I wanted a kid that was an all-star quarterback, well, then it was a problem, wasn't it? But it hasn't been. I mean, if I could, everybody's got things that, I don't really wish I was anybody that I know. I can't tell you like any married couple or family or something that I wish I was in their shoes. I'm going to go to my grave being this way. And once this porn stuff became available, I could have gave a fuck about a girlfriend. But at the time when I was young and it was just coming out, I can remember thinking, man, dating was a means to an end. You didn't know anything. You really didn't have much of an access to porn. You had girlfriends. They liked you. But then when I got to skip all that bullshit, I was more than willing. I mean, I say it's bullshit. It's like, yeah, you're just a bitter, depressed guy. Well, that's kind of true too. But it worked for me. And I'm not saying it's the most positive way in the world, but I mean, I'm talking reality.
Right. Well, Tribbles is on here talking about she bought a rebounder for Christmas. What is a rebounder?
Rebounder. No
I don't know what it is.
I don't know. Never heard of it.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
I think I'd be curious, like how porn relates. It's a bad comparison because smoking cigarettes is two things. It's mental and it's physical, where porn is just mental.
But you also get the physical high of it too, though. You figure you get that dopamine, you get
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's
everything
true.
else.
I think that's the change your brain part.
No, it could be. Well,
But I mean,
it could be.
if you could just like put me in a time machine and bring me back to start life all over again tomorrow morning with what I know now, I'd probably take the same route. I don't think I missed out on anything. I didn't want any of those things, which is why, in a weird way, I identified with Becky. She doesn't want to be a housewife. She's not ambivalent about it. She tried it, didn't like it, and it's going to overdose down there someday or get murdered or something. But she's going for it.
She's going for the life she wants.
Yep. And that's what people don't understand when they're down there, rehab, let's take them to, these fucking people is just, that's another thing too, why I quit going down there. These fucking crazy fuckers on the internet, they don't have the faintest goddamn idea what the day-to-day life is of a working hooker,
Well, I think
a drug addicted to heroin.
well,
I did, Stacey. I'm here now, though.
I think the thing is it's good to check on those people every once in a while just to make sure that it's still what they want because it could change.
Yeah, that's true.
And they
That's
might
true.
need
And
help.
it fits right into the people that have been around a while. It fits right in because you get to the point where you got to start lying to people, even though it didn't start out that way. Like Tassie with me. You're going to get to a point where your looks are going to trail off. You can't get a job. You can't hold a job. You're failing drug tests. You got a criminal record, no driver's license. And it's going to eventually get to the point, if enough time goes by, where you're going to have to lie to people that you had good relationships with. And I'm not trying to hold them to the Boy Scout standard. I mean, I know what goes on down there, and I maybe let it go on longer than I should have, but it had a shelf life. When it got to a point that I didn't want to fuck with them anymore, it got old. It's like same old shit. I've heard this broken record a million times. I'm out. Good luck to you. When I see him on caller ID, I don't answer it. I'm done.
Right. Well, I mean, because you didn't want to kind of live that lifestyle. You were just there
Yeah, it
filling
was just
in.
like, fuck, I didn't know anything, you know? Now I'm in
Mhm.
West Branch, Stacy. I didn't know anything, you know, starting it out. I was just a guy that crossed paths with those people. That's how you get eaten alive in anything. You know, curiosity killed the cat. I was down
Mhm.
there like taking, you know, photos and fucking around. I'd run into those girls at the gas station all the time. It's like, well, I'm just kind of going to talk to you people and, you know, find out, you know, how'd you get here? What's it like? You know, are you trying to get out? Learned a lot. I mean, it was a great experience. Just it
Yeah,
wasn't a Disney ending.
we all learned a lot from your videos.
Yes, super fun, you know. Yeah, but it's like, yeah, I don't know, man. Kind of ran its course. Yeah, I'm already living there, really, Stacy. Kind of
Now,
ran its course.
now, are you happier living your life the way that you're living now in
Yeah, but
Georgia?
I can't really accurately say how much that has to do with it's new, which always seems to work for 10 or 12 years,
Hmm.
you know?
Yeah, I think I'd be excited to be in your shoes with the new house coming. That's a big, huge adventure there.
I mean, it's
And
cool, but, you know, believe it or not, I'm not really into that shit that much. I mean, I'd live in a fucking trailer with a tarp on the roof and bricks keeping it from blowing off.
With all your books?
Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
the books would have to go in that event, but I could live with it. I mean, I think all day long when I'm loading these books, I would just throw these motherfuckers, get a big dumpster.
we got rid of about 600 books before we moved. And unfortunately, that's what we had to do, put them in a dumpster.
Yeah, they're done. They were done yesterday. Yep. Yeah, I mean,
But
I just
are you
that,
going
but
to
that's
have your
a
book?
fucking that's a damn. You know, I've made a big strides today with this book fucking craziness. You're not going to see me in a goddamn bookstore again, probably. When I get like this, uh, like I quit collecting things. No, I'm not fucking doing it, man, because my behavior has led me down this path, no matter how okay it seemed. You know, when you're fucking up on drugs and fucking alcohol, you got everybody telling you you're going to ruin your life. They don't do that with
The
books,
books. No.
and it's almost as fucked up, minus the physical addiction. It's nuts.
Yeah. When I saw how many you had,
Fuck, that's
and
nothing. I got
uh,
bunches of them, way more than that already packed up that you didn't see.
are they going to be on display in your new home?
Oh yeah, not every wall. Nope, none of this bullshit in this house. None of these stupid fucking pictures and dumbass shit sitting on top of end tables. It's all concrete polished, like natural wood, kick ass giant windows, super views, and fucking bookshelves
Bookshelves, eh?
everywhere, even in the guest room. Yeah, I don't want any of this dumbass shit on the wall. Welcome home or happy home or all that corny, stupid ass shit. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't want any stupid ass decorations. I've already promised myself to leave the front deck empty. No beehives, no fucking hanging plants, no stupid ass bench hanging off chains that nobody ever sits on. I want to stand out there and look down from one end to the other and not see a thing.
So, so Mark, I have a question. Where did you live before? You said before you moved. Like, where were you located
Yeah,
before
I'm gonna get
you
some.
moved?
In a suburb of Toronto. I've always lived in Toronto all my life, except
Oh,
for when I lived in Alberta for a while.
oh, okay.
And I just one day we sold our Toronto home and we bought one a little west of the city.
All right.
And so we're here in a smaller town, smaller city, not so busy, small town atmosphere. It's nice. We're really enjoying ourselves here.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's an adventure, you know.
For sure.
But I know what Tom's going through with the move. I mean, it's tough to motivate yourself. It's easier to be lazy and not to get your work done and put it off till tomorrow. But it's a lot of work to pack up everything you own and move it to a new locale. It's exhausting, mentally and physically. We got rid of tons of stuff. I used to live in clutter. Lots of like chaos. I would consider it now. I had so much stuff, lots of stuff. We ended up getting 4 dumpsters, like the big ones you park on the driveway. 4 of them of just stuff I threw out. Decluttered
Well,
everything. We got rid of everything, all the furniture. We bought all new furniture. We bought everything new, and got rid of all our old stuff, everything, and started over again.
Oh, that's great. I love starting over.
Yeah, it was a good feeling. And we don't have much stuff. We don't have the clutter that we used to. I used to have like a goddamn museum with just
Yeah,
stuff to look at all over the house.
yeah,
Interesting stuff.
yeah.
My
Same here.
stuff.
That's part of the
Yeah,
justification, though.
yeah, I know.
I'm going to be, believe me, this new place, you'll see. I'm going to be looking to the left, empty. To the right, empty.
Yeah,
No bullshit hanging from the ceilings.
yeah. No, I know what you're saying.
Welcome home sign.
It's a house is not a house without a cat. Yeah, I
Oh,
get
yeah. Fucking just goes on, doesn't it? Yeah, no, but, here's another thing. And if I had, like, say I had a girlfriend or something, there ain't no way they're putting up with this shit. Polished fucking concrete.
nice.
No. Yeah, and I got, like, I'll have, like, it'll be totally comfortable, though. It'd just be a bachelor pad. Really, I don't want it looking like a fucking house. All this stupid ass shit, drywall and fucking plants and bullshit. Can't wait, man. You'll hear an echo when you're talking there.
Yeah,
And I got ceiling fans on the porches, so they blow away those goddamn mosquitoes. Although there aren't many. That's another thing I'm not doing pond. I like being down there, a lot of wildlife, but I'm not digging a fucking pond. That water down there sucks. You can't see 6 inches in the water down there. Now, it's not dirty. It's just organic. You got a lot of shit going in there, from the
yeah,
soil. It's just like grungy looking water, like Lake Erie.
right.
Yeah, it's like, fuck. What do I want to see? You can't fish or in there. You can't even see the goddamn things. Only thing you can see is the ducks on top, and then it's a big damn mosquito breeding thing. I hardly ever get bit by mosquitoes in the summer. It's because there's no place for them to lay eggs. I want to keep it that way.
Yeah, I don't. Mosquitoes don't like me for some reason.
Yeah, I'm the
Somebody
same
can
way.
be. I
Same
was
way here.
told, really, eh?
Yeah,
I
no,
was told
Marty and
I
I will
got.
be out in the porch, and he'll have to go in 15 minutes.
Yeah, but you're fine.
Yeah, I mean, I get one here and there. I've
Yeah,
seen
they
the same
all.
thing with bees. I've had, beehives are flying all over the fucking place. I got stung about 5 times in the last 3 months. Marty got stung twice. But, when you consider where you see that beehive is and all that kind of bullshit, but I know people, I mean, not now, but I have in the past. I could say, hey, come on over. We'll go to my house. And they will get the shit stung out of them all day long, every day. Weird.
Yeah. I think some people are just have or the bees are and mosquitoes are drawn to them more.
Yeah.
They're,
Oh, the fishing hook. That was a few years ago. Nothing. I was telling him I got these. Did you hear when I was talking about those fishing lures I got from China?
oh yeah, I
Yeah.
overheard something like that.
Yeah, man. Those are like the sharpest hooks you've ever seen. You just got to touch them; they go right into your skin.
Nice.
If you ever have that happen, just get a pair of needle nose pliers and yank. It's not as bad as you'd think, because they will
I
rack
got
it off. Of course, you're in Canada; you can go to the hospital, or do they try and give you a bill for emergency?
no, not at all.
Yeah, over
Everything's
here they give you a $6,000 bill for that bullshit.
Well, the thing with
perfect.
Canada, though, this is the thing, though, is Canada has a lot of taxes on
Yeah,
everything that you buy.
Oh yeah.
that's
I'm
right.
like, what's this tax? What's
Income
this tax?
tax too.
You get a receipt and there's like 5 different you go out to eat, there's like 5 different taxes on your.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We pay for it, but
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
like
good
that's with
system.
anything, man. I mean, you can cut it up any way you want. You can call it free medical care and pay way more income tax. You can call it a
But
fucked up state with medical, like the United States, and pay for the premiums out of your own pocket, but less tax. Yeah,
it's
some way they're going to get the money out of you.
Mm-hmm.
but it's okay because there's enough money to go around up here. It's not so bad. I mean, and the poor people that can't afford are have all kinds of breaks. They're given all kinds of breaks anyways.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to be in, would you?
No,
But what I did hear about is Canada's medical system is like weird. Like when you go to the doctors, is it kind of like going to like a clinic instead of like an office? Like when you go to the doctor's office, I heard it's different
no.
how they
My
do things there.
my doctor has an office. She's she's you and you wait in the waiting room just like with any doctor's office.
Elective surgery is a little tricky.
Yeah, you got to jump through the proper hoops. Like if it's cosmetic, you got to go and see the right specialist.
Hmm. But I mean, there's people with Canadian insurance, Canadian citizens that pay out of their pocket to get stuff done in Detroit.
Yeah, because to get it done quicker,
Right. Yep.
like MRIs, CAT scans.
Oh, really?
Yep,
Oh, no. Why wouldn't they have that better in Canada by now?
long waiting list. Not so many machines, I guess, and a lot of people are. It's especially the MRI machines are they're 24-hour, 7 day a week machine on the go, always going. And
Really?
they, yeah, and to get an MRI up here, it's 6 month waiting.
No
So if you
way.
want, yeah, unless it's an emergency or you know the right people.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the difference. Then we pay up the fucking ass year round, but it's quicker.
Yeah,
Get it the same day.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
How about your dental?
They're implementing that now too. I hear now for under 21s, you're gonna have free, and the poor get it free, and
But they don't get it
everybody
all free, isn't it? Cleanings and extractions. They're not getting root canals and crowns, are they?
everything now for I think that's what they're implementing for the under 21s. The under 21s that don't have that many root canals anyways,
Right. You're right.
but they'll be getting full treatment
Okay.
from what I understand. And but right now it's up until now it's been you dental you pay for. It's unless you have private insurance, the government wasn't flipping the bill for it.
Gotcha. So what do you do? Just get a cleaning once a year and pay for it yourself?
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do to keep your teeth, right?
Yeah, I just did it the other day. 200 for X-rays and a cleaning.
Yeah, it's expensive. Dentists make good money. They're very expensive.
But it can lead to a lot of problems. Systemic infection. Who wants missing teeth anyway?
It's not a good look.
It isn't. If they say a full mouthful of teeth, if you got every one transplanted, it's about 70 to 85 grand now.
Yeah, for posts all the way around. That's
Yeah.
about right.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
But there's people, I see people with dentures, it's hard to tell.
Or like veneers.
Yeah, or like full-blown dentures. They extract all what's left
Mm-hmm.
and then you get dentures, but it's not like the old dentures my dad wore.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're better with the technology now, are they not?
Yeah, yep.
I imagine they would be.
But dental issues can cause like all sorts of stuff. Heart attacks,
Oh yeah,
infections, liver
sure.
issues. Yeah. Crazy. I don't think I had great teeth to begin with. Just bad, not good, not that great of teeth. A lot of cavity. I don't think I have a tooth in my mouth without a damn filling.
Oh, I probably don't either by this point.
You ever notice how black's teeth seem so nice? Black people.
No, I never noticed. Nicer
Take a
than
look. Yeah,
okay, I
straight,
will.
white. I mean, look at Gerald with Maddie.
Yeah,
Oh, I noticed that. That's for sure.
But it's just like blacks in general. Their teeth are good. Look at all the NFL guys and NBA and stuff. Something to it.
never really thought about that.
Yeah, I'd go with a girl, platinum or gold or something. Why not? They doing that over there? Platinum teeth and gold, Mark?
Oh yeah, you can get whatever you want. You got the money, they'll do it for you.
Huh. Now, do you have a mall near your house?
Yeah, I think there's one indoor mall here in this little town.
Well, okay. Worth
Yeah.
a shit or heading south?
Pardon me?
Is it any good or is it like not so
No,
good?
it's the days of the mall is over up here. It's all box stores that you drive up to now. It's all industrial plazas, and people don't go to malls anymore. So
Georgia, they have some nice ones still.
really,
Yeah. Yep.
yeah, here they're tearing them all down.
Yeah, that's kind of happening here too. The funny thing about it is, in some of these big malls, like in big areas where they need, big spaces, here the Amazon's buying them. Same company that put them out of business.
Right? Wow.
Is Amazon big where you're at?
Oh yeah, huge.
How about Walmart?
Yeah, there's a Walmart in every town.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah. So people go to save their money.
Yeah, same thing they're running over here. I just went to one tonight.
I mean, they
Yeah,
got
that's
everything.
crazy.
They have everything you can think of.
Yeah, they do.
Plus,
Yeah. And
all
it's
under.
it's you're not getting ripped off.
That's right.
I mean, they are good, man, at what they do. I think they are. I'm glad they're around.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind shopping at them. I've been shopping they at one point we had another chain called Woolco up here, and they bought up all the Woolcos about, I guess it's been about 20 years now. The Walmart has been in Canada,
Yeah,
big in
okay.
Canada, something like that.
Now, do you
And
guys? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
no, that's fine.
You guys cook dinner every night?
Uh, yeah, I'm used to having dinner every night pretty
Like
well.
what?
It depends. Um, like tonight was the #2 blue plate special, sandwiches and oh no, pasta. We had pasta tonight, and it was good. I used to do all the cooking around here for years, and then something happened, and I stopped, and she does it all, and she's good.
Is it pretty basic stuff?
No, you get bored of basic stuff. It's thought out dishes.
Wow, you're lucky.
Yeah, I guess.
You got a crock pot?
No,
Air fryer?
nope. Gonna get one of those though. I hear they're pretty good.
Yeah.
You have one.
Yeah, I haven't used them in a long time. I got a brand. I listened to Michelle one night. I went and got one of those damn air fryers because of what she said, and I haven't used it yet.
Really?
I
You
hear
haven't
they're
used that? Tom.
Yeah, I know. I just, I moved, and I'm gonna try it. Oh,
I hear they're great.
I like peanut oil, deep frying and baked.
Well, it's good to at least try a different, like, try it out and see what, is good for you in the air fryer.
Yeah, but I'm smoking too much meat. It's gotten to the point where I don't even eat what I smoke anymore. I do it for other people. You get sick of it quick. I'm
Yeah,
realizing I don't.
haven't
Yeah,
I haven't used my smoker in about 2 years now.
yeah, I'm realizing I don't like pork that much, no matter what I do to it.
I don't blame you.
Really, you know what I mean?
I don't
Yeah,
blame you.
Yeah, I mean, fuck pork. It's cheap, and it smokes well.
tastes great barbecued.
Yeah, at least it's still reasonable. You know?
Yeah,
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 gee, I used to use crock pot in West Branch, like put a beef in there and let it sit for a day. You know what I learned? I thought, well, I'll just put this big beef ass thing in this thing and just eat it for a couple days, 2, 3 days.
yeah.
Mold will start growing on that, even though it's hot like that.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. You get about 2.5 days with beef in a crock pot, green will start growing in
Tom, you're not supposed to leave it in the crock pot for
it.
2 days. I love Tom. He's like, I have this great idea.
Well, you're getting the truth.
Oh, Tom.
Oh,
Spoken like a true bachelor.
no, well, shit, man. I mean, it was hot. I thought I'd just dip some out of there every day.
I love it.
No, but you wouldn't think some hot ass shit like that would grow that. I know when you leave it in damp and all that in the refrigerator. Just like you go out to Yellowstone National Park, there's these crystal clear pools. They look cool as hell. They look like petrified wood that's been polished. It's
Mhm.
beautiful, Yeah, you look at these things that are clear. I mean, you just want to dive in, and hopefully you catch the steam before you do that. So they're like fucking 9,000 degrees. And
Oh
there's
wow.
all sorts of bacteria that lives in them that
Oh
creates
yeah.
these plants. I mean, can you believe this shit?
I believe
Fucking
it.
live in there. Yeah.
Well, it's just like, like hot tubs and stuff. You got to keep the hot
Oh
tubs really
yeah.
clean
No,
and
yeah. I
outside.
don't see how you can. Hot tubs. I mean,
The
I'm not the
breeding ground.
cleanest guy in the world, but even when I was young and I always thought hot tubs were kind of disgusting.
I mean, they're nice to relax in, it's nice to relax in every now and then, but like you figure it's a breeding ground for bacteria and then all the
Big
steam and
time, man.
everything. People get sick from them all the time.
I didn't
Oh,
know
I
that.
believe that.
Oh yeah.
People
Even
peeing in
even
them.
younger people.
Yeah. It's just gross thinking to me. You got all that bubbling water bubbling around everybody's genitals. Like everybody's drinking. It's just fucking gross. It is. It's just
Yeah, now
flowing
you put
out.
it that way.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's like bubbling around. When you're young, you're just thinking, oh, this is warm, This is like we're having a few drinks. Isn't everybody having fun? Then you start thinking about this, water just going in between every girl's legs and bubbling around his nuts.
And then
Yeah,
it pops in your
kick me in the
face.
mouth.
Yeah, no, yeah,
What's
fuck
that
that,
smell? Wait a
man.
minute. What's going on
Just like
here?
gross. It's like it strikes me as not that far off from sweat. Here you use
Well,
toilet paper and shit, and then in that thing you don't, and it's still like traveling around, bubbling out. Fuck that.
I'm never going in a hot tub again.
Yeah, no,
Thanks,
it's
God.
gross, man. It's not like it's not like you're dumping some cup of shit in there that kills all this stuff. Yeah, it's just like so gross.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Well, that's why you gotta be like if you're a pool owner, you
yeah,
have
fuck
to
that too. That's a lot of trouble.
you make sure you have the chemicals.
Yeah, it's a lot, man. The thing that surprises me is even when you have these high-end fish tanks and stuff, that you got to do water changes. Even with all this bullshit, all these chemicals and all these super duper turbo filters, you still got to switch the water, which says to me that this just isn't really working like the ocean, wherever you got this stuff out of. That's why I don't want an aquarium, because I don't. It's not putting them in good thing. It's not. It always amazes me when like Canada. You go to a lake, a stream. It's like, man, I appreciate this as I'm older much more than I did when I was younger, because this is just like this, and nobody's doing anything. They're not putting chlorine in it. They're not putting pH stuff in it. It's just like, wow. Hey, when you see a lake like Erie has its problems with algae blooms, but when you see huge lakes like in Michigan, and that shit's just like that without a maintenance crew, it's mind-boggling when you compare it to a swimming pool or a hot tub.
yeah,
The
well,
Impalove quit using a hot tub. Yeah, balance the pH. Fuck that. It just seems certain shit. Like, I'm not a germaphobe or anything like that, but it does kind of bother me when I think about like being in a hot tub. Just like it takes the fun out of it.
yeah, you can't think about stuff like that, about it swirling between everybody's genitals, and
Yeah.
it takes all the fun out
Well,
of it,
yeah, but it is, isn't it?
I guess. But it's heavily chlorined that it's nothing's going to live in the hot tub water. I mean, doesn't any all bacteria will be killed off right away, will it not?
Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be. I just, you're like sitting in there, and there's like, let's say a big one. You got 2 women on their period, 3 with chlamydia, another guy with clap, because you don't know them, and they're at this $9.95 health club a month,
Yeah, right.
Planet Fitness. It's just like gross to me. I guess it is
Yeah,
killing it off, but it's like I just start thinking of this shit.
yeah. Since you put it
It,
that way, especially in a community, in a public hot tub, would be a different story than your own private spa
oh
at
yeah,
home.
We'll just take antibiotics before you go in the hot tub. You'll be
no, that's a good
okay.
that's good that's a good thing. No, you're right about that, Take. Yeah, you're right about that. Your own private hot tub. So it's just boiling around your nuts.
That's right. You'll be drinking your own nut
Yeah,
water.
that would be helpful. But they have things in like public pools and stuff now where if you pee in them, it like turns purple and stuff. They're busting people.
Well, that's kind of a nasty habit to go pee in a public pool, anyways. So that's good.
I know that crazy nephew of mine. He had like 9 total savages, and they were kicking them out of swim clubs all the time from the kids pissing in the pools.
Wow.
And it was that chemical they put in there that a dye that reacts with urine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you're not
Wow.
bullshitting your way out of it.
No, it's all
Yeah,
over you.
yeah. You're like it's like those things they put in those bags when you rob a bank. You
Yeah,
can't
the
get that
dye
off your
bags.
face. Yeah, you can't get that off your face for like 3 days.
That's right.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
It's a great idea, those dye packs.
Yeah, but you'd have to be crazy to rob a bank in this day and age with all this bullshit.
Very desperate.
Yeah,
Very desperate.
you have to be like high and desperate because you're
Yeah.
getting caught. You might as well just turn yourself in. Plus, they're
Well,
not
think
giving you like the money that you think you're getting when you're robbing it.
that's right. You're getting a couple of thousand.
Yeah, a bunch of
Yeah.
ones with 100 over the top and somebody's tuna sandwich. It's not like $100 bills.
That's right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But my brother's girlfriend, some years ago, one of his girlfriends used to work in a bank. She came home one day. This is when we were living in Alberta, and her bank got robbed. And she was told by her union reps that if that happens, just keep your head down, give them whatever they want, and don't look at them.
Yeah, there's a girl, we've talked about this before. I forget who I talked about. There's a girl that like Jennifer on YouTube, HIV survivor. I mean, she had a
Okay.
pretty good thing going, but it finally got to the point where when she went shopping for lima beans, she brought up HIV, and it's like, I've had enough of this. But she was a bank teller in a bank in California,
Oh yeah.
and guy came in and robbed it and told her to do something. She was taking too long, and he shot her.
Wow.
Yeah, but she's like survived it.
Wow.
She's like a kind of an attractive older woman, like 50s, that is still trying to act 16. I just
Right.
got I don't watch it anymore, but she's still on there, Jennifer. But if you look on her videos, you'll see where. Oh, I know that was Skyball that knows her. You'll see there's a video where she talks about getting shot as a bank teller.
Wow.
Yeah, that's I don't even hardly hear that anymore. Same with robbing armored trucks.
Well, there was a heist at the Pearson Airport, Toronto International Airport, and they got $3 million.
Did they catch him?
Nope. And they flew out of there with the money. They came in. I'm trying to remember exactly how they did this. Something to the effect of they flew in and they oh, something about they knew that there was going to be money there. They loaded up the money in front of everybody like they belonged there, flew out, and then when they realized that they had been heisted, it was too late, and they couldn't track the plane. Or hold on, I'm forgetting
Wow,
some details here, but they haven't found they haven't found it. It happened about a year ago.
that's 3 million Canadian though.
Yeah,
Yeah, they still need a job.
yeah, that's right. They do.
They need
That's not.
to they need to drive through Windsor and do it in Michigan. What is the exchange rate now?
I think it's 76 cents.
Oh, okay.
or
Yeah, I don't know
81
why
even.
anybody come over to the States. You must, when you go to Florida, you must think I'm really getting fucked the whole way.
Pretty much. I
Yep.
mean, it's but things are cheaper on the whole down there. So gas is a little cheaper. Um, groceries are a little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
So you save a little bit money. It depends. Depends on what you're after and what you're going to do down there. If you're going to stay in accommodations, it's a lot. It's a expensive endeavor.
You gonna go down there this winter?
I think so. I want to.
We're at town.
Haven't decided yet. Trying to talk my brother, who's got a condo in Tampa Bay, into letting me have it for a week, but it's booked up always, so it's a little tough.
Oh, no
Um,
kid. Have you stayed
yeah.
in it before?
No, I've never stayed in it.
There's a really good steakhouse in Tampa.
I bet there is.
Yeah, there is. I mean, no, like world class. Burns Steakhouse.
Burns, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's
I'll have to
expensive, but
visit.
that's just the way it is now with good meat and a good
Oh
place.
yeah,
Was that the
yeah.
attorney?
No, that's my other brother.
Oh, okay. How long's he
Yeah,
had that place?
probably close to 10 years now.
Okay, so he got it when it was low.
Yeah, he did. He got it
Good,
for a good deal.
good for him.
Yeah,
I bet it's crazy price now.
it's. I haven't spoken to him about it, but from what I'm guessing, it would be. Yeah,
Good for
everything
him,
is.
yeah. Yeah. Yep. Now you'll drive down there, right?
Yeah, I prefer to. I love the drive actually.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Yep.
I'm
Good.
I'm I like being on the road. I like going and seeing new places. So I go off the beaten track a lot
Yeah, I like
and
that.
explore.
Yeah. How you know when you're down there, you notice any reaction because you're Canadian, or it's mostly Canadians anyway.
I blend right in.
Okay.
I don't
Big.
have, there's no language difference or anything like that. I mean, I don't sound like I could be, I could pass for a Yankee, no, with my accent.
Yeah. Well, good for you.
Yeah, I mean, I blend in with the natives, man.
Perfect. You ever get down to Key West?
What key was I down? Was it Key West that I visited years ago? I was down in the Florida Keys back in the 80s when I went down, and I was at, oh, it's so long ago, I can't remember. But I remember it was beautiful down there. I really, really liked it down there.
Yeah, it's cool. I'd rather live where you live though, all the time.
Up in Canada?
Yeah. That shit gets old down there in the Keys.
I guess. It gets
Yeah.
old wherever you are, if you know,
Yeah.
it depends.
But you're down there in the Keys, you're fucked, man. You know, it's all
What do
that
you,
conch and Jimmy fucking Buffett music playing everywhere.
yeah.
Nothing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, looking out at blue water and stuff is cool for about the first 2 weeks. And then it just starts getting super boring.
Yeah, and it's a bit of a haul to get up to any major cities, I
Yeah,
guess.
all the speed limits are so low, you know. You ever go to Hawaii?
No, I haven't been.
Yeah, I don't think you're better off going to Key West, I think. Big long ass forever plane ride. They give you much bullshit coming across the border?
Not. I usually I'm flagged to just go pass right through, but I have been flagged before for customs to search my vehicle in the
Okay.
past. It depends what you say to the guy at the checkpoint.
Right. Yeah.
If you have something usually to declare and you look like you're pretty straight laced, they don't really bother you.
Yeah.
But like my first few trips that I took down to Florida, I was in my teens, and when you're that young, usually
Yeah.
they're suspicious of you. So we were passing through once. I was my first trip. I was 19. Went down with a buddy, and and he said, "What do you guys got to declare?" And we said, "A bag of oranges and these stupid hats that we're wearing." And we were wearing those hats that with the sheet backs.
Yeah.
Used to have you know which ones I'm talking about,
Yeah. Yeah.
where the back has that like Arab.
Yeah.
And the guy just looked at us, wrote something on a pad, slapped it on our windshield, and told us to go park over there. Next thing we know, the station wagon pulls up, two drug sniffing dogs get pulled out, and they're sniffing us all over.
Oh wow.
We didn't have anything. It was funny because we had some amphetamines for the long drive, and the
Yeah.
bag busted open and they were all over the floor of the van, but they didn't really care. The dogs or the custom officers didn't really care about them.
Uh huh.
Um, and we didn't really have anything illegal. We didn't try taking anything across, but my buddy had some porn. So we had to go and while they seized his porn, we had to stand there by this old guy with shaky hands, wrote down the names of his movies.
Really?
Yeah, and we're standing there, and this guy with shaky hands is writing down girls who like to do this and come carnival and just all these porn names. And we're trying to contain ourselves from laughing. But yeah, we had a bunch of open booze they let us keep.
Cool. Do you remember the name of any of the porno movies?
Yeah, I can't say them here though. I had to stop myself. But
Okay.
that was the funny part of that. This old guy writing these names down on the receipt.
Oh wow. Was it straight porn or gay?
All straight.
All right, just checking.
Yeah, yeah. Don't worry about that.
Okay. All right.
Don't
I was
worry about
okay.
that, Tom.
Okay.
It
Why
wasn't
was he
mine either.
take?
It was my buddy's.
Yeah, that's what everybody says.
Yeah, I know.
Why was he carrying porn with him?
Because back then the laws in Ontario were really, really, really straight laced. There was no penetration at all, and
Oh, gotcha.
it was all soft core. So he wanted to smuggle some across for his own viewing pleasure, and eh, he had it rolled up in a sleeping bag. And when they went through our items, they came, "Oh, what's this?" Open up a sleeping bag, and all these porn movies fall out on the ground.
Did they take him?
Yeah, they seized them all.
Oh, what a poor guy.
Yeah, he was sad about that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I was happy they let us keep the booze. Booze was so cheap down there
I
compared to
know. Yeah,
what we
even now it's
used.
that way.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, I know Canadians that visit this Tim Hortons owner here, and they'd load up on booze before they went back to Windsor.
Yeah, that's what we
Yep.
basically did. It was so cheap that we were just drinking something different every night, and we had all this booze left over. We brought it across the border home, and they let us keep it. All open stuff, but they
Yeah,
still let us keep it.
good for you.
Yeah, it was a good trip. That trip, I really, really enjoyed myself.
Yeah, that's cool. What did you go in the winter?
Yeah, it was January.
Yeah, you must have thought this is so cool down here, did you?
Yeah, it was a great trip. I mean,
Good.
we had we had some interesting experiences. We went to this bar. We were looking for a bar in Miami when we were visited to have a few beers, and we went into the wrong place. And the lady's shoe on the cash register that said the name Tommy on the side of it should have been an indicator what kind of bar we were in.
Yeah.
But it turned out to be a gay bar, and the bartender was laughing at us. You guys are if nobody was in it when we got there, and then by the time we were on our second or third beer and we looked around, we were noticing that it was all men in vests, and we figured it out after eventually, anyways. And the bartender was laughing at us as we finished our Budweisers and got the fuck out of there.
Key West is big on that gay stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I mean, we have we there's lots of gay clubs in Toronto. Like
Yeah.
we weren't not that we hung out in them or anything like that, but we always knew where they were, and that's fine. To each his own.
Yeah. Why'd they clean up that Young Street?
It was pretty bad before they cleaned it up. Body shops, every block had body shops, and peep shows, and just it was turning into like Amsterdam. And Mayor, I think it was Mayor Lastman that cleaned it up. He did it pretty quick too. He
Really?
put his foot down and cleaned it of all the prostitution and all the film and peep shows and all that. All moved to other parts of town.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it happened.
Oh,
It happened after a shoe shine boy was accosted and raped and murdered. Yeah, he was a 14-year-old boy, and it happened on Young Street. And there was some seedy um, details to the story of where he grew up and who he knew, and it just turned the whole ball rolling with cleaning up Young Street.
well, hey, what is a body shop exactly?
Um, well, you go in, you pick the girl you want to be with, and you go in the back room and she massages you.
Like blowjobs and shit too?
Anything you want.
Well, so it's a horror house.
Yeah.
Okay.
And basically, with the Bruce that it's a massage parlor,
Oh yeah.
rub and
Now,
tuck,
now could you
rub
get
and
that
tuck.
around where you live now?
I don't know to tell you the truth. I doubt it. I'd have to go into the municipality just north of me,
Okay.
and it's got a bigger population. There's 400,000 people there, and it's got everything that you need that you could think of. So it'll have and it's from what I hear, it even has a street where the prostitutes hang out, Commissioner Road.
Oh wow. Yeah, they've
Yeah,
really cracked down on that massage stuff here in the States.
yeah, everywhere. But I
Yeah.
remember when I was a kid, I used to go. I used to go to the old city hall and watch court cases. And I'm like 13, 12 when I used to do this. And I remember one time a prostitute sat down beside me and starts telling me all the details to her case. And I'm soaking this up. I can't believe that she's telling me about how she got busted because there was sperm on some towels, and the police planted these spermy towels just to to bust them, and
No kidding.
yeah.
Huh. So they were. I remember my dad telling me, like in the 40s and 50s, that there were horror houses all over Windsor.
I believe
Nobody,
it.
nobody cared. Huh.
Yeah.
Now, now you have any strip clubs near you?
Again, you'd have to go to the municipality just north of me.
Yeah. Okay.
Now that I moved out of Toronto, I don't know where anything is, but I can imagine that that city has everything. But
You
there
think
isn't
there's
any
any?
in my city.
You think there's any body shops left in Toronto?
Yeah, oh yeah. There's districts where uh, I I know the girls still walk the streets in Parkdale and on Jarvis Street. You can get girls. Um, Body shops. I don't think they do that anymore, but they have prostitution has been evolving in Canada, and they're making it easier for the girls if they advertise and sell themselves out of their own home. I think it is
Yeah.
through newspaper ads and online ads. So
Huh.
I think that's what they're trying to do, keep them off the streets.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're hell on that. Are they in that human trafficking bullshit?
Yeah, that's a terrible thing.
I don't know of one firsthand experience anywhere. It's all they come up empty when they rate them. What are you going to say, Michelle?
I just wanted to say that I love the topic of tonight's discussion. Sky's the limit.
Oh yeah, anytime. Yeah. Chuck
Where'd you come
everything.
up with that?
I just think it up. I don't care. There's no meaning to anything I put on like things. I'm just, it's like I just think of something and, like fucking type it in. You know what I mean? It's just like I'm not into like titles and like, you know, like naming a restaurant or any of that stupid shit. Because it's all the stuff that, makes it not the name. It's stupid, I think. I don't put any thought into them. And it kind
Just
of fits
whatever comes
here.
to mind, eh?
Yeah, whatever comes to mind. Yeah, yeah. Instead of some stupid ass thing. They seized the porn because in Canada they were strict, no penetration. And he had a bunch of ones that showed all that stuff.
Yeah,
I've never met a woman in my life, my whole life, that liked porn.
I have.
Really?
Yeah.
Is she busy now?
I don't know. I gotta find out.
Yeah, thanks. Hey,
But
you really have.
yeah,
But that's a
yeah.
real diamond in the rough.
You think? I don't
Well,
think. I think women can be a little bit more cruder than they let on to be, and I
yeah,
think
well,
they.
it's hard to tell if that's what they're doing. Most women I know just found it like disgusting, fake.
Yeah, degrading to women.
Yeah, which it kind of is. I don't know why they do it that way.
It is. It's super degrading. Some of the shit is
Yeah, I
like
agree. Yeah.
the choking shit and
But once again, if it's consensual and you're not into it, that's what you're going to think.
yeah, I
I mean,
know.
I've gotten more damn arguments with women about, porn. It's because you're not a voyeur. Of course, you're not going to like it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and it's fucked up in all the bad shit too. You know, uh, if you're not that way, you're gonna not like it, and you can't understand why anybody watches it.
That's right. That's right. And you can't expect it. change the mind of someone like that either.
No. And these religious people, forget that.
Yeah, oh no.
I
Religious
just
couldn't-
found an article. It was just popped up on my bullshit, and I sent it to a couple of people today. It's a preacher in Alabama. Somebody got a hold of him dressing in drag and uploaded it to a site. And he was a preacher of a local Alabama Baptist church, and he killed himself.
Oh,
I mean, a poor tormented fucker.
yeah. Imagine the embarrassment.
Yeah. You know,
Well,
just to be in it full tilt like that, a preacher, but that's what turns you on.
yeah. I'd hate to be in that existence.
Oh, wasn't it? You know, Oscar De La Hoya had the same problem. Likes getting dressed up in girl shit.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And, you know,
Who
a
the hell is a
Mexican
boxer?
boxer. Talk
Yeah.
about a bad day.
Yeah, no shit.
I mean, at this point in my life, if I knew a guy that did that, I wouldn't give a fuck. If
No,
you had a
it's
good
too much going for
band
me.
member, a good guitar player, would you give a shit if he got
No,
dressed up in girls' clothes?
no.
No, me either.
But I'd reserve the right to be able to kid him about it.
Same here.
Gotta keep that.
Yeah, right.
Get that
No,
out
I'm
in
the
the
same way.
open right away.
I might, you know, even though like I talk a lot of shit, I probably wouldn't though if I really liked the guy. If I didn't like him, I'd fuck with him about it constantly.
Yeah,
The guy
you're
building
right.
my house is a fucking Bible toter, and I'm constantly sending articles about, you know, these preachers like this guy. And then I write in the comment, God bless. I keep telling them both your sons are going to grow up to be gay because of this shit you're doing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I asked him the other
Well,
day, I said, seriously, Steven, you know, like he's a captive audience for me. You know, he built my place. I got him turned on to Marty. He needs to be, he's a builder. He needs to build places.
mhm.
And I asked him the other day, I said, if your kid came home and he finger fucked a girlfriend for the first time and he was smelling it, would you say that's my son? Or would you just shut your ass up because you'd figure your wife failed as a homeschooling Christian mother? And
Wow.
he didn't want to answer it.
Fuck, I wouldn't want to answer that either.
Yeah. But it's kind of true.
Yeah.
I got like, really, literally, I had probably 2,000 books on religion. I could talk about Christianity forever.
Yeah.
Judaism too, which is
Wow.
why I'm not religious.
Yeah, we have to be careful what we say, I think, when we talk about this subject, because there's so many people that can get we can make upset. But
Yeah, but I mean, look, man,
my whole view has
maybe
changed
your
too.
damn music playing shit, man. You got a different audience. I don't know if you do or you don't, but people know what they're in for over here.
Yeah, that's true. I do. But my views have changed totally from when I was younger, and my beliefs have changed totally from when I was younger to what I believe now.
Same here,
And
me too.
I have a more scientific outlook on everything. I like to think.
That's the way I look at it. So you're not worried this is gonna, I know you were initially raised Catholic.
Yeah.
You don't worry about this monkey wrench in your salvation.
No. No.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm not expecting to live uh, everlasting life somewhere else after this. I think it's
Okay.
pretty well over when it's over. Hate to break it to you folks.
Well, I'm the same way. Yeah. So you don't believe in speaking in tongues, turning water into wine, walking on water, immaculate conception.
Not really anymore. No, it's a
Yeah,
beautiful story,
I agree.
and but as far as it really happening, I don't think so.
Me either. I look at it this. I'm not saying that it isn't true. I'm just saying that it isn't part of my belief system.
Right.
You can be a great, good person and not have a thing to do with it.
Yeah. I hope so.
You know,
Yeah, and that's how I want to live my life. Be a
that's the way
good
I look at it.
person and do good, but
Yeah.
not have to be a member of a cult or religion.
Yeah. When did you start breaking away from the cult?
Probably 25 years ago.
Yeah. I think if it is true, just my opinion, which means nothing, I think if it is true, that it would make sense to me with regard to your salvation, but I don't think it
Right.
had anything to do being amongst the living. And I think prayer is a total and complete waste of time with no substance.
Yeah, the only thing that happens from prayer is you feel better as
Right,
a person.
right.
And what's so bad about that? If someone wants to spend their time praying and it makes them
Yeah,
feel
well,
better,
what's bad about it is that's not how they articulate it to you. They articulate it to you that they're conversing and communicating with a higher power. That's the beef I have. If it makes you feel good, good. But I don't want to hear about that's the reason why you're doing it.
yeah,
But, I
yeah, I
get it.
guess.
I mean, if you're not praying to monotheism, one God, what's the sense of it all? That's just the way you've been raised, the culture, blah, blah, blah. And, I could be wrong. I'm not saying I'm right. I could be wrong. But the
Yeah,
whole, from the flood, I mean, even the apostles didn't realize that Jesus was the Son of God. There isn't one bit of an original transcript from any of the letters included in the New Testament. There are letters they found pointing Jesus to being a real motherfucker. Look at the Gnostic letters. They're perfect examples.
right.
These were letters they didn't include in the ecumenical council because it didn't meet their narrative. You
Hmm.
know, read the book of Thomas. Look it up on Google tomorrow. I mean, I could
Book of
just talk
Thomas.
about this forever. I mean, rising from the dead,
Right.
dying for our sins never made any sense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unfortunate, you know, but it comes as you look at like where missionaries went in places like India. If you grew up in northern China, there's a good chance you may have never heard of Jesus or the Virgin Mary. But
Right.
the
Yeah.
but Christians will tell you that in your lifetime you'll be exposed to God. But it's like that one dingbat that married the older guy that preaches on TV now, Melissa Scott. If you ever
Okay.
watch her, she's actually a pretty good speaker. Used to be in porn.
Wow.
Uh, she's always saying, "Well, if you remember, we talked about." No, I don't remember you talking about it. She's full of shit. You know what I mean? And I also don't think for the religious people out there that it isn't the religion that's doing it. It's the human involvement that causes this.
Yeah.
But you got Islam, you've got Hare Krishnas, you've got Buddhists, you've got Catholics, you've got Jews. Somebody's full of shit. Who?
That's right. And
And
they're
the
all
gay
pointing the
shit
finger
really
at.
bothers me. The gay shit. The Catholics have got a real hot potato with this gay stuff now.
Yeah.
For the first time ever, they've dipped below 1 million in the suburbs of Detroit of congregations, and that's because of education. And now they're considering letting gays be welcome in the church, but they still don't want them taking communion.
Well.
And they still don't want to marry gays in the church. But it's getting to be such an issue now where actually, I just read an article around October 3rd where this new pope is considering, I guarantee you they'll have his fucking head if he does that. I think these guys are pretty bright guys, these popes. And
Yeah.
he's smart enough just not to come on and say, hey, no, this is not in the Bible. We're not going to do it. He's kind of dragging it out like it's a consideration, but I say it never gets around to being approved. It's a real hot potato.
Yeah, it sure is. But
See,
I
now
mean,
Lakota thinks,
eventually,
look, Lakota thinks if you don't believe in the afterlife, that's not true. There's huge, now, Lakota, you're Native American. See, of all people, I would expect you to think the opposite. And we're not judging here. And I'm not trying to start a argument, but it's interesting how people, they think religious adds purpose to their life. It doesn't, I'm just not like that. I don't believe in the afterlife. It's crazy. And if you ever look at studies, any of them, anywhere, you'll ever look at IQ, the higher it is, the less they believe in an afterlife. I'm not saying you're stupid, but
no, I
there's
know.
certainly a method to the madness. Nobody's ever got back with us. I think visiting graveyards is, I don't get it. I don't. I mean, maybe I ought to smoke more marijuana, some marijuana.
Yeah, I think that if it brings if it brings some sort of what's the word I'm looking for? It makes you happy in your own skin to believe in your religion, then it can't be all bad. Even though you might be having the wool pulled over your eyes by your religion, and there's a lot of uh, especially the Middle Eastern religions, they seem dangerous to me with their
Yeah.
how they're still, especially the fanatics, the religious.
Yeah. Well, that's this whole Palestine Jewish issue. It's these crazy nut militant
Hamas.
groups. I don't think in God we trust should be on money.
Is it still on money?
Yeah, over here. We got
Yeah,
a
well,
sheriff around here with that on the back of the patrol cars. Always getting caught fucking around on his wife. Every time I'd see him, I'd fuck with him. I get along with him now, but I didn't when I lived here.
really?
Yeah, I'd say you are the biggest phony motherfucker that ever lived. If there is a God, you're going to hell for sure, motherfucker, after putting that bullshit in the back of all these patrol cars.
In God we trust.
Yeah. And I'm not like, I'm not going to go and sue you because you got a nativity scene on public property or one of those guys.
No,
I got better things to do.
no, of course not.
I think it's
I
one of the
mean,
highest orders of discrimination there is. You don't want people that aren't like you. Their sexual preference. You won't marry them. They're not welcome in your church. Who the hell wants to belong to something like that nowadays?
yeah, that's right.
Man and woman. See, they've really painted themselves in the corner, hanging their hat all these years on the Old and the New Testament. It's all over in there. It's no go. Which is why they're having it's a hot potato amending anything, because they're fucked either way. Now you got to kind of agree the Bible's full of shit if you're going to do this. But yet you're losing members left and right because of it. It's a real conundrum. Really, I guarantee you, these councils in Rome, they're probably drinking themselves to sleep.
Maybe.
They got a major, huge PR problem.
Well, I can't help thinking that their days are numbered.
Well, their numbers are falling.
Another couple hundred years of this, and I can't help thinking there's going to be a time when religion is going to be the thing of the past. And
Yeah, I
people
think so
are,
too. These religious people think the Earth is 7,000 years old instead of 4.5 billion.
right.
They don't believe the dinosaurs existed. It just goes on and on and on.
Yeah.
They believe if someone murders your girlfriend tomorrow, you should forgive them. It's nuts,
Yeah.
you know?
It is.
Yeah, I just couldn't do it. I mean, but like I said, I'm not an expert. It's just, like I say, I'm not, hedging my bets. I just, it's not part of my belief system. I'm not going around causing trouble, all of it. They
No.
could do it. When I die, you can do what the fuck you feel like doing. I wish I would get eaten by vultures, the circle of life.
Well, you can have yourself. There's a few things you can do to introduce yourself back into nature. They have the seaweed pods now, where you can be placed back in the ocean in a pod of seaweed, and you'll be eaten by the fish slowly.
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
I would be just as fine with just spinning me around like in a circle, like those guys that throw those discus in the Olympics,
Yeah.
and land in my body in a dumpster behind a party store.
I don't know if I want to be there. I don't
Why?
know
You're going to
about
be
that.
dead. See, that's that
Yeah.
Catholic coming back to haunt you.
No, I don't think that's part of it. I think after being in the shell for so many 60 years now, that I'm gonna treat it a little bit better after I'm done with it.
For what?
Not preserve it. Like, I'm not saying I want to be embalmed, because I think that's a waste of time. As far as
Well, so then what if without embalmed?
I'll be cremated, or I'll introduce myself back into nature with one of these programs.
Well, the dumpster's going to get you back there.
Yeah. Well, first of all, the having yourself tossed into a dumpster, you're probably breaking some laws. In,
No, I'm not. Somebody else is.
indignity. I'm thinking indignities to a human body.
Oh yeah, no, but that's all based on religion.
Yeah, that's. I guess you're right.
I mean, if I had a dead damn chicken, I could put it in there, and nobody'd say anything.
No. Well,
Stephanie and I are going to get buried together if we croak around the same time.
that'll be nice.
Yeah, because it would be
I'll get
nice in the
buried.
sense that we can enjoy this thought right now. Good night, Faye.
Nice thing.
That we could enjoy this now amongst the living.
You
Is that
know.
cool with you?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, one thing I do struggle with. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze though.
Struggle with.
Yeah,
I mean, you're
hold
not
on.
that far off from wanting to be buried in a fucking tux. You're dead.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna be whole buried in a coffin. That's for sure.
But you knocked on the door of the Grim Reaper in that coma.
Yeah, I did.
You think you there was a silver lining in that?
No, because I ended up with COPD,
That's not because
and
of that, though.
no, but it was. I ended up having get emergency lung surgery,
Yeah, I know.
and that ended me up with COPD. So
But
I didn't. What kind of a silver lining?
well, I'm asking you, did you grow as a person?
No, I didn't. There's no place that you go, Comaville, where other people in a coma are there too, and you're all there at the same time waiting to wake up. Or you don't go to meet halfway to meet your maker or anything like that either.
Yeah, gotcha.
It's just a state of suspended animation in your own mind.
But in that, how long were you in a coma?
11 days.
Do you remember anything about it?
Nope.
Do you remember
Wait,
bringing you out of it?
yeah, I remember waking up. I remember when I woke up, and I remember not trying to get up in the middle of the night, my first night of consciousness, and not being able to walk, falling and pulling a tube, one of the tubes that was fed into my lung, I pulled out by
So
mistake.
that was a drug-induced coma, wasn't it?
No, I went into a coma.
Oh, that's much different.
Yeah.
Huh. And you're still not, you didn't hit that Bible after that.
Nope.
Well, you're a real trooper.
The opposite, Tom. I was brought through up through the sacraments. I
Yeah.
was a Roman Catholic for years, and I really believed, everything that they told me for the
Well,
longest time.
sort of. Because
Sort of.
you were
With
living in sin.
yeah,
I'm
but
talking about you can actually live with the opposite sex. It's just as bad in the Catholic's eyes because it's the appearance of sin to youth that walk by your home. And they're assuming you're married and you're not. And that's another angle on Catholicism. That people would say, well, we're abstaining from sex. Doesn't matter. It's like sexual harassment. Doesn't matter if you're serious or you're joking. The penalty is the same. Makes
I
sense.
I don't I know you lost me though. I don't know what you're getting at with this.
Which part I lose you at?
The all all of it. You're saying
No, I'm saying that you lived with a woman
yeah.
as a Catholic and you were not
No.
married.
No, I never, not as a Catholic.
That's a
I
big, yeah, but you said you were a Catholic 27 years ago.
did I say that? 27. Now, let me read you the math. Hold on.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Okay, I would say I stopped being a Catholic. Ooh, 60, 30, 35, maybe 35 years
Okay,
ago.
so you're covered yourself now.
Yeah, in my mid-20s, I probably stopped believing in all the nonsense that
Okay.
was
Oh, all
part
right.
of it.
Okay.
Smoke and dagger, or
Now,
smoke and
do,
mirrors.
do these brothers have children?
My two brothers?
Yeah.
Yes.
And what do you do when it comes up to religious indoctrinations for these kids?
They're both, everybody, they're all believers.
But when
Everybody,
do you go to like confirmation and stuff?
do I go? Yeah, I attend anything that they have.
What do you do?
Yeah.
Do you shut the fuck up?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
I'm not there to stir the pot, or I'm not there to with a chip on my shoulder or anything,
No,
Tom.
but I don't know that it falls into a category of a chip on your shoulder. You don't, when in Rome, do as the Romans do.
Yeah, that's how I am,
Any of your
basically.
brothers ever bust your balls on this?
Yeah, all the time.
In what way?
That I don't believe in the things that they believe in as much anymore. That I've lost my faith, I guess.
And they'll bring that up.
Yeah, isn't it the duty of every Catholic
Yeah,
to
to
push
witness.
it?
Yeah, the witness, it sure is. But they love you and they want the best for you. And if that's what they believe, There should be no ill will.
Yeah, no, it's not done with ill will, that's for sure.
Yeah. What do you just tell them? Do you get a couple of beers in you and tell them to mind their own fucking business?
Mind your own business.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
I don't get it myself into this conversation too often
yeah,
because of
gotcha.
my beliefs. I don't
Right.
like. It's not that I'm ashamed of it or anything.
Yeah.
It's just that I don't like to burst other people's bubbles.
No, yeah,
And
I get it.
I don't like to come on here and say this doesn't exist because I don't know for sure either.
Yeah.
But I think that it's my own personal uh, ideas about how things work are different than it was for me years ago.
Yeah. Was your girlfriend raised religious?
Yeah, yeah. She was brought up through the sacraments too.
Okay.
So we're gonna go to hell together, Tom.
Sounds like it.
Yeah,
Good luck.
thanks. How's
Well,
that saying go?
you won't be
I,
separated.
I may be going to hell in a basket, but at least I'm enjoying the ride.
That's right.
Grateful Dead song.
I didn't like one song they sang.
I like that one.
Do you think they had talent?
Yeah, Bob Weir is a talent. He can play and sing, and he's a pretty talented guy. What was the Patriots' name again? The leader of the Grateful
Jerry
Dead,
Garcia.
Jerry Garcia. He was talented too. He could play that guitar pretty good, but nothing to write home about.
Yeah.
And they played covers. They didn't. I don't think they wrote too much of their own music. Most of it was covers of old
Oh,
songs.
really?
Yeah.
I was walking through the grocery store today and heard Beautiful by Gordon Lightfoot. What a gorgeous song.
Yeah. Yeah. He could write them, man.
He couldn't
He
spell
could.
worth a fuck, though.
Really? I didn't know
No. Yeah, he was on 60 Minutes or one of those shows, and they were panning in on his original lyrics. I don't think he went to grade 13.
that. Well, he was home to be a child star by his parents. He was already singing and writing music at the age of 12, 13.
Oh, really?
And, yeah.
Was there anybody in Canada that was in music that didn't bang Joni Mitchell?
I have no idea because a lot of people did. From Neil Young, Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Uh,
She stayed the nights a lot at Gordon Lightfoot's. Jaco Pastorius, the bass player.
Jocko. Yeah, I know Jocko. I remember Jocko. And David Crosby, too.
Yeah. Oh, is she a nymphomaniac?
Probably. Probably. There's nothing
Huh.
wrong with that.
No, I don't think so.
God bless the nymphomaniacs.
Yeah. What's going on with Anne Murray?
Well, I haven't heard a thing from her in 25 years.
No, yeah, I know.
But the last I heard, she's living with her partner somewhere out east.
A lesbian?
Yeah.
See, that's a shocker to me. Because she denied that all those years and had a huge lesbian following. So she is a
Yeah.
lesbian.
Yeah, I think so. Hang on, we're going to find out. This
Huh.
has been asked to me several times. And
I don't think she is.
she just had a lesbian following.
Yeah, huge. Yeah, it was weird. And I don't think they'd have made a big deal about it if she was a
Anne
lesbian.
Murray a lesbian?
She married a lesbian?
According to encyclopedia.com, The rumors have been hotly denied, but she has always attracted a large lesbian following, drawn perhaps to her tomboyish appearance, casual manner, and cello deep voice.
They won't
What's
say.
that mean?
They don't know. Oh, here it is. She carried on a secret long-term affair with a married man, and she used drugs.
Oh, okay. What's with these Canadian singers and you know, women liking women? Alanis Morissette, her. I mean, they're all eating pussy.
I know, it's a shame, isn't it?
That bothered me, but I think it's a disproportionate amount if you look at famous singers in general compared to the States. And I'm wondering why.
I I can't answer that.
Yeah, has this occurred to you before?
No, it hasn't really. I didn't really notice that
So if
there's
someone asked you tomorrow morning if you thought she was a lesbian, you'd say no because of this article on an affair with a married man?
no, that still didn't indicate either way, did it?
No.
So I think that she's managed to keep it a secret, whatever. She doesn't, like, obviously she's not saying either way yes or no.
But she's got to be in her 70s, isn't she?
She is, yeah, she's only, how could she be, she's only 64 right now.
Anne Marie?
So, yeah, I think that can't be true.
I mean, it could be, but I kind of doubt it.
Because she was a hit in the 70s.
Yeah.
She must have been
Spread
in
your
her
tiny
20s.
wings and fly away. Huh.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can't find anything more on it. Perhaps it's forever to be a mystery.
Yeah, you'd see, you don't see her showing up and stuff like you did the other people.
No. But I'm not surprised that she had her time in the limelight and now she wants to be private.
Yeah. How about Brian Adams? What's he doing?
Right now,
Yeah.
probably drunk in front of the TV set, crying in his beer how Princess Diana died. And
Oh, was he into that thing?
he wrote a song about her.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, didn't you know?
No.
It went, Diana, what you doing with a guy like that, Diana?
Oh, that was him
Yeah,
talking about her.
yeah,
So he sounds like he was disappointed.
yeah, definitely. I mean, what you doing with it? He wrote that right after she married Prince Charles or King
Yeah.
Charles.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I get it now. I thought you were talking about she was banging the Arab.
No, even though she was.
Yeah. She's trying to have some fucking fun.
Yeah. I wish they would have left her alone. She'd be alive today.
Yeah,
Still.
she would. I give old Prince Charles, though, he must be a tit man. I mean, she wasn't beautiful, but Camilla,
I know.
what a set of tits.
Yeah, definitely. That's
I mean, like crazy.
yeah. I think that he Prince Charles is most probably a tit man.
Yeah. Well, he hit home.
He hit the jackpot. You mean?
Yeah, he did. What do you think this redheaded kid? Who's that? Harry?
Yeah.
He
It
seems
will.
like he's
What?
got a. He seems like he's got a screw loose.
He seems very much so, but I'm still questioning if he's indeed Prince Charles's son and not the illegitimate son from an affair that Princess Diana had.
Yeah, that's a good point. Is that because of the red hair?
Yeah, and there was this not a sergeant, but a officer in the military that Diana had a major, I think he was,
Yeah,
and
right.
that Diana had the hots for, and supposedly had an affair with, and he was redheaded.
Yeah, that's a good guess. Huh. You know, when that guy snuck in that health club and took those pictures of hers working out,
Yeah.
she really didn't have that great a body.
Well, I didn't find her super attractive.
No, me either. But when she was dolled up, that face and that hair looked good.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. And when she spoke, she was so um pretty then, I think.
Yeah. I just got some joy seeing that thing get monkey wrenched with the fares and shit. Because they sold that shit to us over here like that stuff was impossible.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
The royal family and infidelity, and they act like it was impossible to us in the media here.
Oh, the covering up of
Yeah,
everything.
yeah. I mean, that shit goes
Yeah,
on daily here. All our
definitely.
presidents are fucking. Everybody knows it.
Yeah.
But over there, it's like, you know, at least the facade that they promoted. Here she is, like, same with Jackie Onassis. I mean, you know, the Kennedys didn't have that much money when John F. Kennedy was killed. She basically, I don't want to say prostituted herself, but it was no accident that she married Onassis for the
Chicken
lifestyle
shack.
she had hoped for.
Yeah.
Basically came down to money.
Yeah. Oh,
If you got
definitely.
enough money, you'll eventually be fucking them all.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah. Sad to say, isn't it?
But I didn't find her that beautiful.
I thought she was super attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't find her that beautiful. I thought
No, I
that
mean, not like I think the same thing about Barbara Streisand, who, you know, wouldn't be considered a classic beauty, but the skin and I like that cocky ass Jew attitude.
yeah, the demeanor is something
Yeah.
else.
Yeah. I mean, I just found him really the whole ball of wax.
Well, that was her beauty when she opened her mouth and spoke, and the way her mannerisms were. I
And, you know,
thought,
Jackie Onassis, you know, I don't exactly recall how this happened, but I know she went to French finishing school. So
right,
there had to have been some culture class money somewhere along the line because, you know, you didn't need to worry about being at a State Department dinner or in a foreign country and her wiping her mouth with a tablecloth.
right, yeah.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad that paid off for Camilla. She got what she
Well,
wanted.
I think that I don't see. She was a divorcee. That's why Charles couldn't jump her in the first place.
Yeah. You actually remember, though, that massive set of breasts?
Yeah,
I mean, they were like 38 double Ds. Just, custom bra all the way.
Yeah, she had. I imagine she still does have big tits, but
Yeah. But I bet Charles too. There was a point in his life where he said, oh yeah, no more facade. And they're
Yeah.
still together.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But she took a real beating over that. Because you
She
can
did.
understand media wise how they were just going to slay her.
Oh, and they did.
Fucking A. Yeah.
But now they love her.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She's accepted now, and from what I understand, it looks like.
Yeah, she kind of went into like a quasi hiding, and kept a low profile. You think this half black chick that Harry's married to, you think that's the real deal?
And real deal as far as what?
Is she a gold digger?
Oh, definitely, I think.
I do too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
She's got an agenda.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yep. Now, I don't think that with the brother's wife.
No, I know.
She's got a body, buddy.
She's a nice looking lady.
So's her sister.
Yeah. Peppa.
Yeah. What's Peppa
Pep-
doing now?
I don't know. I'd like to know.
I would too. Peppa's got to be, what, 40 now?
I'd say older. Oh no, maybe
Uh-huh.
not. Yeah, I guess around there.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah, she made headlines with the dress she wore to the
Yeah.
wedding.
Yeah. It's a rocking body. Just great genes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was, I went and hit rock bottom tonight. I went to Arby's and got a fucking gyro.
Oh, did you?
And when I walked in there was a girl in there. She looks mixed. Tall, like half black, half white, but super pretty, man.
Yeah.
I mean, she looked like she should be on the front of Playboy. And I
Right.
sat with my back to her, and I heard her interact with customers. And she was just the sweetest, most professional girl. And the whole time I'm eating this crappy girl, I'm thinking, how could this be this way now? That this girl that looks this way with this kind of demeanor is working at fucking Arby's. Not
Yeah.
that isn't noble employment. And she was just
No.
so sweet. And I heard some customers say, thank you. We always love seeing it. And I was there for probably 15 minutes listening to this interaction with customers and, what they wanted, dipping sauce or this or that. And I thought, man, what a fucking sweetheart. She actually seems to give a fuck.
Yeah.
So I kind of waited as I was leaving until nobody was there. And I walked up to her and I said, here's $25 tip. She said, for what? I said, I listened to you interact with customers. And it's like, thank you for like giving a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this girl, I mean, you wouldn't flinch if you saw her on the evening news. And here she is slinging fucking crappy roast beef sandwiches for what, $12 an hour?
Well,
and being nice on top of it.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
maybe good things will happen to this girl.
I heard her talking to another customer. She had a 2-year-old. Yeah. Really a strikingly beautiful woman. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, she deserved. What's that?
My brother was telling me that this is kind of interesting. He ran into the Ontario Attorney General the other day in a bar in Orillia, Ontario.
Yeah.
He was there with another lawyer, and they were enjoying drinks,
Yeah.
watching a cover band, a Gordon Lightfoot cover band that my brother went to go see. And he had a conversation with the guy for about an hour.
Oh, what do you say about it?
About the Gordon Lightfoot band?
No, about talking to that guy.
he said it was really interesting,
I'll bet.
and that this is the brother that's the lawyer,
Yeah,
and that his name is, it's on the tip of my tongue, Don Donaldson, I think his name is, or something like that.
yeah.
But he said it was a really interesting conversation.
Cool. What do you say about the cover band?
They were good. Actually, one of the members of the band was a nephew of Gordon Lightfoot, who's also a musician, and helped him write a few of his songs. And he said the band played for about 2.5 hours, all solid Gordon Lightfoot music, and that it was terrific.
Oh, wow. You know, I
Yeah,
was supposed to see Gordon Lightfoot in Windsor one time,
yeah,
around 88, something like that, 89. The fucker got a drunk driving ticket, and they
yeah,
locked him up, and he couldn't make it to the concert.
yeah. That's Gordon Lightfoot.
Really that kind of boozer?
Yeah, oh yeah, all his life, I think, until the later years.
He seemed like a cool guy.
I think so.
Could he play any instrument worth a shit?
The only thing I ever saw him play was a guitar.
But at any good level?
No, he's he strums the chords well. Like he plays rhythm guitar really well,
Yeah.
but he's not soloist. He doesn't play lead.
Okay.
He would always tour. He'd have a lead guitar with him. A guy playing stunt guitar. It's called.
Yeah. Now, did he get super rich?
Gordon Lightfoot. I would guess that he died with 50 million, maybe,
Okay. Yep.
which seems to be Canadian rockers didn't do as well when
Right.
it comes. Like the guys in Rush, you would think they would have hundreds of millions,
Yeah.
but they only have 50 million apiece.
Yeah. I didn't realize they were Canadian.
Rush?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're from Toronto.
You know who I'll bet you's got more?
Who?
Loverboy.
Yeah, maybe.
Those
Yeah,
fuckers knew how to market, man.
yeah, it's true.
I know that way back when, you know, when they first got popular, like in 2 or 3 years, they were owning fucking shopping malls and shit.
Wow.
Yeah. 3-chord geniuses.
Never really liked their music much. Never got into it.
Yeah.
But whatever they earned, they deserve, definitely.
Yeah. What's that other stupid ass Canadian band that sings those corny like songs?
Journey?
No, they're not Canadian.
You're not?
No, they play like pop, like bullshit. They travel all over. They're still touring. In one of the lyrics in the song, they said, "You made me laugh."
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Look at
Anybody out there help me with this? They were like Canadian guys, like 5 of them. Like were always on the radio. It's something you'd hear in a dentist office. Come on, Mark.
got me there. You got me there.
Yeah, you'll know them when I'll figure it out eventually. But they were
Okay.
always it was like elevator music, pop. But they were really, I mean, they toured all over, and they're still touring. Like 5 guys, like, you know, music you'd hear everywhere. Corny. No, not Creed.
Oh, I know who you're talking
Yeah,
about. Yeah,
yeah.
of course. Nickelback?
Nope. I love
No.
Nickelback. They got on their ass about being a fake Christian band, just like they did POD, which is not true. But it took off in the media, and they were fucked.
Yeah.
No, these guys were like 2 notches below Nickelback. Like county fair tours, but popular.
Right.
They were really
Yeah.
popular in like 99, 2000.
Canadian, eh?
Yeah,
Damn.
definitely Canadian. Kind of corny fuckers. Yeah, I wish I could look on Google without fucking this thing up.
Okay,
You'll know
well, what
when
do you? What's that lyric again?
you made me laugh. They'd be singing, it's like, oh, you made me laugh. It was in one of their songs, like in one of their lyrics. Canadian band lyric, you made me laugh. I bet it'll come up.
Canadian band lyric, you made me laugh. Our Lady Peace, Simple
Nope,
Plan, The
nope,
Beaches, Mark
nope,
Willis.
nope.
Bare Naked Ladies?
Yes, bare naked ladies.
That's it. Okay, yeah, I know that one.
Yeah, yeah, bare naked ladies. They're fucking terrible.
Yeah, basically.
But those fuckers got rich over that bullshit, and they're still touring.
They got rich. Their name was they were not liked because of their name in a lot of places, Bare Naked Ladies,
Yeah,
and it made them famous.
really.
Yeah.
I think they're terrible.
Yeah, I don't listen to their music.
But I bet those fuckers have money up the ass.
Maybe.
I mean, you couldn't
But
have
not
milked
that
more
much.
out of mediocre talent than them.
But they'll still have under 20 million. They won't have more than 20 million.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, they're still going. And 20 million, I mean, these motherfuckers are still, getting fucking 1.7 million a month goddamn paycheck
Yeah.
for going to
Well,
fairs and stuff. I hate him too, Emphalov. Yeah, Corey Hart. Yeah, remember him?
oh yeah.
Burton Cummings. He seems like an egomaniac.
Yeah. He would I bet you he's a narcissist.
Yeah,
Likes to
fucking
look at
huge.
himself in the mirror.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. I bet he just talks to himself in the fucking mirror for hours.
Hey, Mr. Beautiful, what are you
Yeah.
doing today?
Remember when he wrote that fucking song knocking David Bowie, for $45 million you can look like a woman tonight. Remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that look who ended up
$29
fucking
million.
that was about David Bowie,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
sure?
Yes. Bowie told them get fucked.
Yeah. That's not very nice.
No, it wasn't, but it was. I don't blame him.
No,
And
I mean, what he writing a song about Bowie wasn't very nice.
no, but back then, it looked like the sky was the limit for those clowns. They had a couple good songs, No Time Left for You, or whatever the hell the name of it is.
Oh yeah, the Guess Who?
Yeah.
They had quite a few good songs.
You think they're worth more than 50 million?
No, I doubt it. I doubt Burton Cummings has more than 35. But
No
we're gonna
shit.
find out. Yeah. Burton Cummings net worth.
According to Wikipedia, Burton Lorne Cummings is a Canadian musician.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, we know that.
Here, let me try this again.
He was a good looking fucker.
Yeah, he was at a time. Not anymore. He lost. He's 75 now.
Yeah. Can't give it away. Oh, look at this. Rinky Pink. I didn't know this. The song, the theme to the Big Bang Theory. They're a bunch of freaks too. Bare Naked Ladies. I didn't realize that.
I didn't know that either.
You know who else fucking sucks big time? Ain't worth a fuck. I used to see him eating lunch. Not that that means a goddamn thing. The Billy Corgan Smashing Pumpkins. Fucking terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. Not for me, man.
No. Sucked. But they
Burton
parlayed,
Cummings net worth.
According to Wikipedia, Burton Lorne Cummings is a Canadian musician.
Yeah, we know
Look up
that.
duck, whatever the fuck it is, another search engine. Duck something.
Duck.
Yeah, just say duck search engine. It'll come up. Say it into Google. They got to do it by rules, even though it's a
Duck
competitor.
search engine. Go.
Yeah, put it in there.
I never heard of it, huh?
Yeah, they don't track your shit.
All right,
Who
eh?
cares? They can track mine. I don't give a fuck.
I
Ask
got
that one.
nothing to hide.
Firefox too. I use that one once in a while.
That's what I use, yeah.
But that's bullshit that was just talking to you was Google, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Google. Yeah, Burton Cummings has 14 mil.
Wow, that's nothing.
Yeah. I bet you Randy Bachman has more. I bet you he's got closer to 60.
Look at it. Check it.
Okay.
I bet Brian Adams has more.
Yeah, he's got a bit. He had a lot of hits.
Yeah, they were in movies and stuff, soundtracks. Huh.
Yeah.
Find it?
Yep.
Hey, you can stop by and visit when you go down to Florida.
I
It'll be a
will.
little out of your way, though.
I'll drive it. I'll come and see you.
You and your girlfriend don't mind being filmed, do you?
We're used to it. We're
Okay.
Canadian.
All right.
It's giving me a hard time. I'm going
Okay.
back to Google.
All right.
Randy Bachman net worth.
According to Wikipedia, Randolph Charles Bachman OCOMFRCMT is a Canadian guitarist, singer, and songwriter.
Yeah, we fucking know.
Can't net worth thing should show it if you typed it in. DuckDuckGo. I use Firefox. You know, hamster porn just wanted you to start getting verified as being legal age through some bullshit out of Virginia. Well, I'm not logging in through fucking Virginia. And I tried it on a bunch of different search engines. I'm not going to watch hamster porn anymore. Then fuck them.
Really?
Yeah, they want to like take a picture of me and shit to make sure I'm old enough.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, fuck that.
I wouldn't want that.
No.
Who knows where that picture's going to go?
Right. Yeah. It isn't going to make my life better, I'll bet you.
I doubt it.
And nobody else is asking for it. And it's through the state of Virginia. Go type in there, hamster porn. See if it makes you do that.
All right.
Hamster porn site. Wants you to verify that you're like of legal age.
Hamster porn.
Yeah.
Free porn videos. Trading porn videos.
Now,
And
click on it.
X-hamster, you mean?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. They just started that because people are getting it mixed up with another site.
Oh, okay.
Now click on there.
Yeah, I did. It's buffering now. It's no, it's not getting there for some reason.
That's Canada, man. They don't want you watching it at all.
Yeah, no shit. Maybe they're censoring us again.
They like that over there?
Not anymore, no. You get everything now.
Huh. You'll have to get a VPN if they keep fucking with you. That way you can search through like I have one. I don't use it much though. Because I use that Firefox.
Yeah.
But I tried getting in that hamster porn today and they wanted me to go through all this bullshit. They said it'd take a minute long. I'm not doing it.
I'm on hamster porn, and it's like looking through a.
See if you can click on a dirty movie. I bet that's when it comes up. You're not actually going to be able to watch one. Click on like any dirty movie,
All right.
and it'll bring up this thing with a red bar, and they want you to fill out all this shit. You see it?
Working on it.
All right.
Stand by.
It goes straight into action. It's so weird because I'm using like Firefox, which is supposed to be. It's shit just started there.
X-Hamster is an adult website, and you got to press that little red bar.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that. Lucid says she's gonna click on a dirty movie. Lucid, click on a dirty movie. Well, it's better, but they got one good, excellent porn on Hamster. It's called Found Porn, like somebody found it on a used computer. It's a super cute redhead blowing these guys out in a national park. And that's not on any other porn sites. XNXX is pretty good. You know, I'll tell you the one, if you like really into certain shit, you don't want to fuck around all goddamn night long, is Tube Safari. And you want a really good porn site, Spank Bang.
Spank Bang?
Yeah. Excellent. It's quite a catchy name, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. These are all new to me.
Look, Lucid Dreamy doesn't have any warning or restrictions. So even Mark got it.
I got the X-Hamster is an adults only website.
Yeah. You're lucky, Lucid. Look up on their Found Porn. It's a 34-minute video of this, like, not beautiful, but just cute redhead blowing these two guys walking through a national park. You know how you look at this shit and you find things that turn you off? There isn't one thing in that isn't, like, fantastic. Even the dialogue is, like, great. And they're ducking behind trees and shit, and fucking girl of my dreams.
Found porn, eh?
Yeah. You're not going to be able to look at it because you're not filling out all that shit. Lucid Dreaming should. What a great find, though. If I found that fucking porn on a fucking used computer I bought, I'd just send the fuckers 500 and say thanks.
Yeah.
Because, you know, even when you erase data on a hard drive, it just allows you to write over it. It's still on there. You got to watch out on that porn shit. You know, when you sign up for different things, like, can we access your pictures and all that shit? That's how that stuff gets on the internet.
I got a one that says found porn outside hiking.
That's it. How'd you get on there?
I just I just put in the search engine, found porn.
Yeah, but it's not that good one, but that is hiking. But that's going to be these fucking... Is it a redhead?
Yeah.
What porn site?
Yeah, I got it.
Are they walking?
Yeah, they're walking right now.
Yeah, what porn site, fucker?
A Hamster X.
Well, how the fuck did you get on without filling out all that shit?
I don't know. I just went.
God damn it.
She's walking and her yellow shorts are falling down right now.
Yeah, it's great porn. God damn it. And you just signed on that motherfucker.
I didn't sign on to anything. I just clicked.
No, but you saw the bullshit. I know it's an adult porn site. I know that. But you didn't have to do that age verification?
Nope.
Yeah.
They let me on. My telephone took longer to get there,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
when it did eventually, it didn't make me do that criteria.
Yeah, I'm getting super fucked.
Maybe.
I want to watch that. There's actually about 4 versions of different shit, but I couldn't find the other 3 anymore. They keep erasing it.
Really?
Yeah, I really love that porn. No, Virginia, Lucid. Virginia. Yeah. That'd be my perfect girlfriend right there. Not like a raving beauty, but like just fun. Nothing's a big fucking deal. Blowing 2 guys like it's going to the car wash.
Yeah. That's I think that's
Admirable.
it is. It's a real sweet thing
I mean,
to
who wouldn't
do.
want to go on a hike with her? And what search engine did you use?
I went through Google.
Yeah, see, I went through Google, but it was through Firefox. Maybe that's Google fucking with Firefox.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'll have to go try another way.
Because
God bless.
yeah.
God bless. Huh, cool. That's probably isn't anything that women like.
No, I can't see that happening.
No, they'd rather you ask how their day went.
I have to listen to them.
Yeah, it's not worth
Yeah.
it.
I know.
No, I'd be like on I would be like on a Target, like in women's apparel shops. Like here's this motherfucker guy on YouTube. You know, he's just a fucking asshole. He doesn't understand intimate relationships, and he's always like everything's about blowjobs. He never grew up.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah,
mean, maybe that's the ticket to the key to life
me or them.
for you.
Oh, yeah, I think it is. Whether it is or whether it isn't, I'm fucking going for it.
Go for the gusto, Tom.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Do I have your support?
Definitely.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
But I think that the girl
Well,
next door look
yeah, that's what I
a
like.
good. I don't like. I know what you mean about the blown up tits with tons
Yeah.
of tattoos.
No, and she's got a perfect set of like small natural tits. And she's got a great personality.
You could tell through a porn video about her personality.
Yes, mother.
All right.
I mean, at least the part I was looking for. Yeah, just like, yeah, I thought I watched that fucking movie a bunch of times, man. See, it doesn't have to be like crazy ass shit, gangbang, bukkake, nutty ass, fucking psycho max hardcore. Just stuff like
No.
that. I often wonder what happened to these people. Like, what's she doing now? And who were those guys? And how'd you motherfuckers get this lucky?
Well, a lot of times it's just a group of people just hanging out and deciding to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, good luck with women.
Well,
I mean, it's hard. That's why they say porn's not real.
yeah. I mean, why do they say that it's not real? Because it's an
Well,
act.
I do
It's
think that when you get into that crazy shit, I guess that's part of what I like about that one. And that is that it just seems like how I'd like it to be rather than the scripted, uh, drug induced, fucking KY jelly,
yeah.
anal analgesic fuckfest for money only because they're dope addicts.
Right.
I think that's where they really sent me down the wrong road on this bullshit. They didn't tell me that part. I thought they'd like to do it.
Yeah.
And that's where I was like majorly wrong.
Yeah. I mean,
It's sad, isn't it?
it is. It's a sad existence to have to go through life like that. But I think that
Is it sad because I was kind of like used?
yeah, I would say so.
Tricked.
Who the hell is that? Chris LeCure calling
Oh,
me?
you know it. Absolutely. You know it.
It is, I think. Man, oh man.
He'll want to know how cold it is there or something.
Yeah. He's
Your buddy.
Yeah, he's my pal, I guess. It's the same conversation. Is he on right now? Because I think
No.
okay. It's always how
What are you doing?
What are you doing? How was your weather today?
Yeah.
Okay. That's nice talking. You gotta go.
Yeah, I know. Fuck,
Yeah.
I paid a bill of his and got 1,000 emails.
Really?
Yeah, when was it going to get there? When did I mail it?
I know. I got caught in the middle of it that day.
Am I
Remember?
sure that I mailed it?
Remember, I got caught in the middle
Thank
of all
God
that.
he got the fucking thing.
Yeah, we can all rest easy now.
Yeah. Good for
He
him.
got caught cooking in his room. That's what that was, right?
Yeah. But he got sloppy. He's putting his crock pot and air fryer and shit in a public, accessible storage cabinet.
Um,
But they must have tricked him. It's like, is this yours? It's like, yeah, you cooking in there? I am. That's where he should have started lying.
yeah, definitely. No, and no.
I'd like to get up a stick smoker with an exhaust pipe, like the one that goes on your dryer, and just have him start cooking full fucking hogs in his living room
Yeah.
for the way they treated him. For the way they treated him.
Yeah.
But they're doing their shit. You're not supposed to be doing that shit. It's an old building, no sprinklers.
That's right. Faulty electric, maybe copper wiring. Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, he's just putting fucking neck bones in a crock pot. Big deal. But it's not. It's against the rules. And if the manager's doing their job, they're supposed to bust them. Yeah, you got to get smarter. Yeah. You know what? The reason I did that is the minute they're cooking, they're fucking got fucking neck bones in a crock pot. They're like $2.17 a pound.
Yeah.
And the minute they told me they got $175 jammed up their ass, first thing is I thought is they're on a limited budget, and that's 75 fucking pounds of neck bones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's a big hit for them.
It is. No, that was nice what you did.
Yeah, big deal. I don't care. It's nothing. I got lucky.
Yeah. I think that it meant it, from what Chris said, it really meant a lot to him, and he couldn't believe that a stranger, not really a stranger though, but someone that he's never met would help him like that.
Yeah, I mean, but part of that is I don't mind doing it for starters. Secondly, it isn't going to change my lifestyle. I'm buying $8 coffees every day, driving around a gas guzzling pickup. I mean, big fucking deal.
I know.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to I'm trying to get to bed a little early so I can get up and fucking do some of this shit. Or normally I'd stay up till like fucking whenever. When I stay up to these 3 o'clock ones and shit, even if I sleep in, I feel like shit.
How are you
If I don't
doing
get to
with?
bed before 2, I just no matter what, I don't feel that great the next day. What were you going to say?
How's
Oh,
it
thank you,
going?
Pete.
Are you going to get out of there this week, or?
Yeah, I'm going to get out of here Wednesday or Thursday.
But you can't fit you can only fit a portion of what you wanted to fit in the
Yeah,
trailer,
but
right?
what it guarantees me is when I come up for the next trip for the closing, it'll all fit in the truck.
Oh, okay.
It might not have with this. Plus, I'm fucking lazy. Good night, Jay. But I'm lazy. I let the fucking lights get turned off and the heat and the water and every other fucking thing. I don't give a fuck. And,
Yeah.
it's getting cold now and I can't be fucking around like that. Well, even though I paid all the bills up to date, it still could have been off. So I wanted to kind of come up here, get this shit in the trailer so I don't need to worry about that next time. Make sure, this bullshit's working. Because I'll be closing like the beginning of December. And I don't need
Right.
anything fucking up here. Like the top
Right.
pipes bursting or some shit.
No, don't let that happen.
Yeah. So I had a lot of reasons to come up there. Plus Marty was going some fucking where. And, I'm waiting for that house to be finished, which will be any day. So it's just like, and I like driving, so that's why it worked out that way.
Yeah.
Good night, Judy. So I know if
Now,
I stay up to my normal 2:30 or 3, I get up at noon, get a coffee. Before you know it, fucking 2 o'clock, everybody else is getting off work, and I haven't even done anything.
I know, I hate that.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't let
Oh,
myself
thank you,
get-
Lucid. Thank you. Thanks for getting on the porn thing too. Yep.
Okay, well, thanks for
Yeah,
talking,
thanks for coming
Tom.
on, you guys. Everybody have a good night, Drifter. Thanks a lot.
Oh,
Jeannie, Lucid Dreaming,
bye, everybody.
Tribbles. Yeah, talk to you later, Mark.
I'm gonna just wait for you to pop me off because I don't know what button to push here.
Okay, I'm going to hit the end stream here. All right, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Bye, everybody.